Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, it's funny because Restream is supposed to get that data. Butterfly Kisses, what's up? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the bad side. Do, do, do. Hmm. Yeah, I don't understand this shit at all, bro. That's weird. Yo, strange. Yo, yo, yo. The Gray, what's up? Welcome to the live. Shout out to everybody jumping into the live. My name is King Hoodie. I'm a recording artist from Miami-Dade County, Florida. I make music. Tap in with the kid and become a follower. If you're not already following, make sure to tap in and follow me. If you're not already subscribed to me, make sure to subscribe to the kid and let's get it popping up in here. Yeah. All right, let me see. I have no idea what's happening with this thing. It's weird. I don't know. I'm looking for the way to like live stream on multiple platforms at the same time, and it's just acting up, completely acting up. But whatever. Yo, thanks for the likes. Gina baby, what's up? Good morning. Welcome to the live. Morning, Mila, what's up, Mila? Oh, this shit playing games. Hold up, where's my Bluetooth speaker? 1 second, I'm gonna come right back. I've come back. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live. How y'all feeling? How's everybody doing out there in the digital space? Hope y'all having a good day today. My name is King Hoodie for those who don't know. I am having a good day today. And yeah, let me see. Sup. RXRA car. I like your outfit. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, this is a little old thing. I just put it together real quick because I be trying to impress y'all. I be trying to impress you on the live. You know what I'm saying? There we go. I got my sound effects working. Samara, what up? Gina, baby, what's up? Today is a day, but it's still early, so there's room for improvement. That's a fact, Gina. It's still early, so it's still room for improvement, and we're going to pray to God that you have an extraordinary day. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, we're going to pray that you find $100 on the ground today, for sure. Yeah, this shit is playing. I don't know. I don't know. What up, y'all? Dahir Jonas, what up on IG? We see you out there in the free world. What y'all up to today? How y'all feeling? Welcome to the live. For those who don't know, my name is King Hoodie. I'm a recording artist from Miami-Dade County, Florida. I make music, but I also like creating this dope space for us to just have dope-ass conversations, for us to chill, vibe, and enjoy each other's energy. You know, it's a very supportive group I find that we've created on the internet real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very happy to be up in here. My job and my MO is to go live every day at 10 a.m. So I'm like 30 minutes late to my own live, which is crazy. But I'm a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? We are all a work in progress. All right? Yeah. Let's see. I like your song, Energy. Playboy. Appreciate you, Playboy. Thanks for jumping in the live. Like my song Energy. God, that makes me feel good. So this past Sunday, we just had a live concert in Miami, and it was a vibe, and we were debating whether we wanted to play Energy live with the band, and then, you know, I ended up getting outvoted, so we didn't play that song, but man, I'm so happy that people are liking that song. Appreciate you, Playboy. Thank you for that. Thank you for telling me that. Apple user 377, what up? OG, what's up? Welcome to the live. Gina, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate that. Y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep sharing the live. Again, my name is King Hoodie. I'm new to the platform pretty much. I think I've been going live for like a month now. And I like the live game, so let's keep it going. Let's keep the vibes up. Let's keep the vibes high. And I really like the community that we building on this online space, man. Like, I've definitely come across some really awesome individuals while we've been in this live. Like E.T. is a dope individual. Um, I've come across Beauty, she's dope. Come across Devin, she's the dopest. And we up in here. Haley, what's up, Haley? Welcome to the live. I'm be real. This is absolutely one of my favorite new songs. I don't even know if it's new. It's called Greatest Gift. Greatest Gift by Georgia Smith. And I think I'm a big Georgia Smith fan, I'll be honest. But this song is just a vibe to me, man. Like, she just like got this way of what she's saying in the song makes me feel like, damn, I would love to marry someone who feels like this. She's just pretty much talking about like, yo, you're my greatest gift and I'm gonna keep you in your purpose. I promise to make sure you'll never fall far from your grace. I hope that you know you are never too far from your purpose. I hope you receive it wherever you are. I'm so thankful I've got you. You got me, I'm still right. Yo, Georgia Smith is gorgeous, I'm gonna be honest. I like Georgia Smith, and I also like, there's a chick named Amalu. I don't know how I came across Amalu's music, but I really do like Amalu's music. Like, she is fire, and she is cool. She's also like a really dope singer too, so I have no idea how I came across her, but I'm happy that I did come across her. What's up, man? What y'all up to today? I'm working on a system to where I got like a actual like curriculum or like a topic to talk about. Cause I be coming up in here and I be winging it. I'll be honest with you. I be coming up in here, we be winging it. We be talking about everything though. A little bit of everything. We talk about life. We talk about finances. We talk about goals and objectives. We talk about the difference between like people who getting respected, people not getting respected. You already know. Nat, what's up, Nat? Welcome to the live. What's up, Nat? How you feeling this morning or this night, depending on where you at in the world? How you feeling, Nat? I just jumped on. Again, I apologize because I'm later than I normally would have jumped on, but I'm happy to be up in here, man. And I'm still working on this system, so it's just like, I feel like starting new things comes with a lot of ugly phases. And I think that most people are just so terrified of those ugly phases that they just don't even start the thing that they want to do. Like, I'm so scared of failure, and I'm so scared of the rejection, and I'm so scared of all this other stuff that I don't actually go forth and do the thing that I wanted to do in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Devin Thomas, what up, Devin? How you feeling? Yeah, I feel like so many people are so scared of potential failures that they would face for going for that thing that they don't even like, you know, they don't really put any energy towards it. You know what I'm saying? So right now we talking about the ugly phases of progress. You feel me? What, like, I feel like that's a big reason why people just don't do stuff. Like, whenever we doing something new, like right now in the live, we got like 10, 12 people in the live, 13. And I know some people, and probably I was one of these people that'd be like, man, I'm not gonna go live if, you know, if it's not a lot of people in there. I'm not gonna go live. I'm not gonna give them my all. I'm not gonna post if it's only gonna get 10 likes. And it's like, bro, how you supposed to get to 1,000 likes? How you supposed to get to 1,000,000 likes? How you supposed to get to, like, bro, the journey of 1,000 steps starts with the first step. I think the journey of 1,000 miles start with the first step. Something like that, but you gotta start. You know what I'm saying? If you never start, you'll never finish. You know what I'm saying? So like, for all the people that freeze up when it comes to like those ugly phases, bro, I got long hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, this thing, if you wanna have long hair, bro, it's gonna come with a lot of ugly phases, and you gotta be ready for that, man, because you're not gonna wake up tomorrow and have the hair of your dreams and the life of your dreams and a car of your dreams and a relationship of your dreams. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna have a lot of ugly phases. You're gonna have like a lot of ugly little levels that you gotta get through. But I think so many people are so scared of them ugly phases that they don't even start. And it's like, bro, that's a part of the process. You gotta have the grit to say, yo, I may be ugly right now when my hair is like this, and I might look crazy, but at the same time, I know what my goal is. Eventually, I'm gonna have long braids that go down my back, and it's gonna be a vibe. You know what I'm saying? E.T., appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. All right, hold up. Nat said it's 4:40. It's 4:40 p.m., so it's the afternoon time over there, Nat. Where are you, Nat? Are you in, I don't know, Paris? Did you say you was in Paris? I'm feeling better now. What up, Devin? Hey, man, straight up. Demi, thank you for the follow, Demi. D-Nice, yes, have to have more faith than fear. That's a fact. More faith than fear, straight up. Prophet, thank you for the follow. E.T., appreciate you, E.T. All right. Natalie says, some are afraid of failure because We aren't aware of what's ahead. It's unfamiliar territory. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. That's very true. We do get we get. I heard somebody one time say, um, it was a quick story. They told there was this guy. He was captured. He was like he was a prisoner of war, right? He was a soldier caught behind enemy lines, and they imprisoned him, right? So this guy's in this cell, and you know the enemies or the people like the opposition came to him one day and said, "Look, tomorrow morning we're gonna send you out in front of the firing squad, and they're gonna take your life. So we're gonna give you two options though, right? Two options: either you go out of this door, or you go face the firing squad tomorrow." And the guy was like, "What's outside the door?" He said, we don't know what's outside the door. We can't tell you. But you can either go out of that door, and we're in the middle of nowhere, or you can face the firing squad. It is up to you. And so the next morning, the guy woke up and he just went and he faced the firing squad, and they shot him to death. And so the assistant of the commander in charge asked him, like, "Yo, sir, this guy was so scared of going through that door that he faced the firing squad. What's behind the door?" And the admiral just straight up told her, "Untold possibilities." That's it. Untold possibilities was behind the door. The man was willing to face the firing squad because he believed that it was death on either side. So he just chose the one that he was more familiar with instead of going out the door. He's like, "What's on the other side of that door?" He's like, "Untold possibilities." He could have literally escaped. He could have literally had his life. But I remember somebody ended up telling me too, most people would choose known heaven. No, most people would choose a known hell to an unknown heaven. You know, because it's familiar. I know what to expect in this toxic relationship. I know what to expect at this job with this boss that I hate. I know what to expect when I go to my family's house and they talk negatively about my dreams and my goals and my aspirations and what I'm doing with my life and my age and all this stuff. I know what to expect, so I'm gonna at least go over here. Versus be going to a room full of strangers and talking that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, appreciate you, Nat. Wow. Nat just straight up sniped that live goal. I appreciate you, Nat. Thank you for that. Hey, we having a good day today. Yeah. Appreciate you, Nat. And I'm playing my little song right here, man. I like this song. I got this song on repeat. Greatest Gift by Georgia Smith. It's like, this song made me want to marry this woman, dog. I'm like, yo, lady, anybody talk to me like that, what's going down? Thank you, Nat. Appreciate you. Let me see. Grand Rising from ATX. What up, Prophet? Milan. Oh, that's where you at. What's Milan like right now? True, bless up, right. Live should be at 20,000 likes and 1K views, but I'm not the moderator. Alexa, play Pop Smoke, get me lit so I can get the live lit as a moderator. Protect your peace, right. I leave blocking and muting up to the host, right. Hey, Prophet, this is my first time seeing you in the live, so I, in all good consciousness, I can't make you a moderator, but if I see you again and I build some trust with you, I definitely do that. Thank you, Nat. I appreciate you. Nat just knocked my live goal right out the park very early. Thank you, Nat. Send host to the gift, subscribe to the host, get the live to 10K. Appreciate you, Prophet. Thanks for tapping in. Natalie, you the truth. But yeah, man, like most people would choose known hells to unknown heavens. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm more aware of the things, or I'm more familiar with the things that I'm gonna face going down this street. So I'm gonna go down this street instead of saying I'm gonna go down this street because I don't know what. And we as a human being or as a society, we got this bad habit of thinking that anything that's unknown is dangerous or scary. Like, I like to use the example whenever I try to tell somebody like, yo, bro, you're only scared because you don't know enough. Anytime somebody tells me about the things that they're afraid of or lack thereof, like, oh, you know, I'm just not doing this because of this reason or that reason or this reason. And that says a little chilly as raining. It's raining in Milan. Why did I think that it didn't rain over there? Am I crazy? Milan is in Italy, right? You know what? Now I think about it, I know nothing about Italy. I don't even know why I would have had any. I have no idea what Italy is like at all. I don't even think I think about Italy on a regular basis. Yeah, so my bad. Yeah, it's raining over there, huh? And it's chilly. It's good to know. Whenever I talk to somebody about fear, I always like to let them know, like, bruh, we're only afraid because we don't know things. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about a baby, right? A newborn baby in a dark room. Let's say a cell phone rings in a dark room with a baby in it. The baby's just gonna start crying and screaming, right? Oh my God, because The baby is in a dark place and it has this unknown foreign sound that's letting off in the middle of the night. So of course the baby's gonna cry because the baby's terrified of this unknown thing, right? Magnify that out to a full-grown adult. It's the exact same thing. Most adults are only scared of the things that are shrouded in darkness that they don't know about. That's why human beings are scared of the ocean and scared of space and scared of going to different countries and scared of walking into different rooms. Like, yo, because I have no knowledge, I have no footing of this. If only we had the ability to walk more in faith and like just fearlessness. Like, yo, I'm walking in and I'm comfortable with the unknown. I'm comfortable with like having zero understanding of whatever it is that I'm walking into this room with. I think we would live a much better life, man, because we would be comfortable in deep waters instead of like the way that we are now. We only comfortable in shallow waters, but those shallow waters aren't going to allow us to go deep. They're not going to allow us to go places. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nah, bro, like every time I think of something that I'm scared of, I'm like, man, I'm only scared of this thing because I'm scared of the unknown. I'm scared of making a call to ask for investors, or I'm scared of showing up in certain rooms, certain places because maybe people are going to look at me in a certain kind of way. I was scared to go to this millionaire mastermind in Atlanta last month because, in full transparency, I was intimidated being in a room full of successful black people, and I felt like I wasn't on their level yet. Everybody in that room was a millionaire, and I'm like, shit, you know. And they're millionaires in like really logical businesses. Like, this guy runs real estate. This lady has multiple stores in Atlanta. This person has a lawn company that's grossing $450,000, you know what I'm saying, a month or some crazy shit. And I'm like, okay. I'm and I'm in a $2-3 million house with Raris and a whole bunch of shit outside. I'm like, man, and I'm only in the room because my sister paid $12,000 to get into this mastermind group with these millionaires, and I'm her plus one. So I'm like, shit. But I ended up getting over that shit because I'm like, you know what, bro? Because I was nervous because I'm like, I'm an artist and I'm an independent artist and I hustle for everything that I get and I get everything that I hustle for. I don't have a full system like the rest of you guys. I would like to have a system like that and be grossing, you know, $2.4 million a year like the rest of you guys are, real estate and, you know, different businesses and shit like that, online, e-commerce people. Like, I would love to, but, you know, I'm not at that point yet. So because I felt like I was the small fish in the room, I was like, damn, when I walked in, I felt like, I gotta like kind of, you know, just chill. But I got over that shit. You know what I'm saying? The very first night was a mixer. The second day was like the class and teaching. And the third day was more teaching. And I got over that shit quickly. Because I was like, you know what, bro? Fuck it. I talked to a handful of people, let them know I'm an artist. I run a production company in Miami. And I do this, that, and the third. They were kind of just blown away at the fact that I live in Miami. And I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, yeah, you an artist? I'm like, yeah. And I showed them some of my accolades. Like, I've been on this platform, that platform, this platform, that platform. And it was like, oh, shit, this shit is dope. Yeah, this has a couple thousand views. This one has 100,000 views. This one got 80,000. They're like, oh, okay, I like it. So then, and when I walked inside the room, I knew I was the small fish. And I felt nervous. I was still going to go no matter what because fuck them nerves. But at the same time, I still felt like the small fish. But I got over that shit quickly because what ended up happening, like, invariably throughout the weekend is I kind of became a commodity to these people in the room. Like, all these people are business people, and they talk this business shit all day. I was the only artist in the room. Like, I'm the only person that actually makes a living and entered a room like this off of artistry and off of just having a dope personality and off of having like enough mental acumen to be able to walk inside a room like this and hold conversations with you know, middle-aged 50, 60, 70-year-old black millionaires in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So I became like a commodity. Like, oh, wow, what are you doing? So what I thought was my weakness ended up being my strength. You know what I'm saying? What I thought was like the reason they was all gonna look down on me, like, he's just an artist, he's not in business, I can't leverage my, you know, I can't do any corporate arbitrage with you, and I'm just learning what the fuck corporate arbitrage is. I thought I was gonna have like I was gonna be the low person, but they all kind of like were very curious and intrigued as to what it is that brought me into the room because I was the only artist there. So I said it to say, like, let's stop being scared of the ugly phases, man. Whenever you're starting something, there's gonna be a bunch of ugly phases. When you're growing your hair, when you starting going to the gym, nobody who goes to the gym day one is gonna look like sexy. Nobody. I mean, it's just the reality of the situation. Like, once you put your 3 months in, then you're gonna start looking amazing. Once you put like a month in, you're gonna start really looking different. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nobody's gonna get that shit straight out the gym. So like, I wanna encourage people, if you got something that you're scared of doing, or you nervous of doing it, or you don't know how you're gonna get it done, it's like, bro, don't worry about it, bro, because it doesn't matter. Everybody has to go through these ugly stages and phases. If you're in an ugly stage right now where it's not cute and it's not polished and your invoices look crazy and your logo look crazy and your branding and your marketing and your videos ain't on point, like, relish in that. Don't worry about it. because those who are at the top understand that process. Those people who are at the top, they understand, okay, this might look rough around the edges right now, but what is it about? What's the substance? If the substance is good and the product is good and the salesperson is rough around the edges but has potential, this shit could turn into Amazon tomorrow. This could turn into, not tomorrow, we know better than that, but like eventually this could turn into Apple, this could turn into Amazon, this could turn into the biggest thing in the world, you know, as long as I know what to look for, you know, and that's why you always want to go into those rooms no matter what. You always want to go into a room that makes you nervous. That was the second time in recent times I've been in a room that was like, yo, everybody in this room is way more successful than me. This shit is intimidating. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not somebody, I don't think I'm like fearless. I think I'm very afraid of a lot of things. I'm very afraid of a lot of things, but I do them anyway. You know what I'm saying? I do them anyway because it's like, bro, I'm only gonna live once. And when I die, like when I'm on my deathbed, I'm not gonna think about all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna think about all the like easy shit I did. On the last day that you live on this planet, you're not gonna think about all the stuff that you did easily. Oh my God. On the last day you're alive, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness. I'm remembering a time that I walked inside the grocery store, got some lettuce, went home, and made that sandwich. What a life. Like, no one thinks like that, bro. That's not gonna happen. The reality is, at the end of your life, you're gonna think about all the fearless things that you did. All the times that you proud to say, yo, I went against the grain. I went up the hill when everybody else was rolling down. I did something completely opposite of what everybody else was doing, and I'm proud of that because it brought me to a result that everybody else couldn't get to. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, love. What up? Dope vibes. Dope vibes. Yeah. Let me see. Amethyst and rose quartz can help. Right. Mila. Sometimes we're scared because we don't handle rejection well. Yo, man. Rejection sucks. I told a story the other day about how I went up on this I can't talk about it too much because the thing hasn't come out yet. So the NDA whatevers, and I want to make sure that, you know, but I went up on this thing and I got judged by these people that were like industry professionals, and they all rejected me immediately, like straight out the gate. Like they were like, nah, get out of here. And I was like, man, this has to be a joke, bro. Like, I may not be the best in the world, but I know I'm better than them. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm better than the rest of the people here. Like, what is happening? And man, that was crushing. Like, you feel crushed when you get rejected. It doesn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? Even in my last relationship, I feel like what my girl didn't understand is that a lot of things that she would do was rejecting me. Like, she would reject me a lot, and I don't think she ever processed it like that. I think she prided herself on having her emotional responses, and I had to be okay with whatever emotional response she chose to give me. And anytime I was like, yo, I don't like that the way that you responded. I don't like not talking for weeks because you're mad at me. I don't like, you know, us saying bad words to each other because, like, I'm not that weak that I think that I'm gonna say something bad to you and my life's gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like some of this stuff. But I had to be at the mercy of her emotional responses, and it felt love. Appreciate you for that. You know, I had to be at the mercy of her emotional responses, and what it ended up feeling to me was like, yo, this feels like rejection. Every time you mad, I'm just the enemy. I'm just the worst person in the world, and you hold on to that shit. You know how it says in the Bible, like, love is slow to anger and quick to forgive? That shit was kind of opposite. I was getting my ass kicked emotionally. You know, and I wasn't the perfect boyfriend, but I was not somebody that's gonna hold on to shit, and I'm not somebody that's gonna, like, I'm not gonna keep throwing things in your face. I'm not, and I'm ready to change, and I'm ready to grow, and I'm ready to learn. Like, show me where my faults are, and I'll take it there. But not if, like, I don't know. I don't know. We just stopped seeing eye to eye. But, like, rejection, bro. Everybody doesn't like it, and everybody responds to it differently. But I will say, I just read in this book, Quantum Success, and actually, here's the book, Quantum Success. Hold on, let me see. It's probably reversed. Flip the camera. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong thing. That's my window. Blam. There we go. Quantum Success. This is the book that I was talking about. I highly recommend everybody go and read it. I don't have any kind of connection to the author, so I'm genuinely telling you that because this book didn't look interesting to me at all. This shit looked like an astronaut's hand manual or something like that. It didn't look cool. It didn't look cool to read, but I'm so happy I read it because she talks about a lot of really cool stuff. And one of the chapters she talks about, she really wanted to get published, really bad. And what she didn't realize was that her desperation that she had for wanting to get published was pushing her goal away from her. Like, you ever been around somebody who was so desperate to get your attention it just kind of turns you off? Well, she explains in the book how, like, your goals are like that too. If you so desperate for that thing, it's gonna, like, turn off your goal. Essentially, it's gonna keep pushing it away from you. So you got this paradox going on, like I want it, 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 so bad every single day, and you're actually pushing that thing further away from you. Like the universe doesn't respond to desperation. You know what I'm saying? The universe is going to give you exactly what it is that you vibrate. So you got this desperate energy today. The universe is like, okay, cool. You must want to be desperate. So tomorrow I'm going to give you more desperation, more desperation, more desperation. If you're worried and afraid and nervous and, you know, shaking your boots today, the universe is going to be like, okay, cool. I'm going to give you more of what it is that you want. But if you're happy and you're smiling and you're abundant and you're having good conversations with your friends and you're eating good food and you're watching things that make you laugh and smile and you're going outside getting exercise, and you're like, okay, cool. I'm going to give you more of this. You want good vibes and good vibrations, but a lot of people going through it, they mentally are in such a cage that they cannot do things that feel good to them because they feel like doing something that feels good to you is like leisure, and you're supposed to be suffering and hustling in order to get on. And it's like, nah, bro, you gotta learn how to chill at some point. You know, you gotta learn how to be like, yo, I'ma chill. This is a peaceful pursuit. I'm not gonna make this mean that much to me. You know what I'm saying? But desperation, man, like that's what she was experiencing. And just to go like back to that thing about rejection. She felt really bad because she was getting rejected for 2 years, and she had to start telling herself, I really, you know, I'm going to give up on this thing. I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm cool if I don't have it. I want it, but I'm cool if I don't have it. And then eventually when she finally really let it go, that's when the thing finally came to her life. She got hit up by the right publisher and she signed that deal. And now she's a New York Times best-selling author, and she's, you know, she has everything she wanted, but she only got it when she like let go of the desperation, you know, and she realized that the 2 years that she had got rejected by these other publishers was actually protection. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Sorry for the I'm definitely going through it. Big facts, right? Facts. I tell you. Don't be scared, baby. I got you. Appreciate it. Ma looks good on me. Right. ET says, we all can add value to others. Money alone doesn't make you successful. God put you there. That's a fact. Money alone does not make you successful. You speaking, right? Talk your shit, right? Where's the like button? The like button is the taps. Leo, just tap. Keep tapping the screen, and we're going to make it pop in here. All right, let me see. Love, good morning. Good morning, love. That has definitely held me back in the past. I had to ask myself, who was I doing it for? Right. I'm telling you. You know, and we got to ask ourselves those questions, man. Like, and we can't be scared of the ugly phases, bro. Like, for example, I was going to do this show on Sunday, and one of my partners was like, yo, how many times do you think you could do these kind of shows? And how many times do you think you could do this kind of show without oversaturating the market? I'm like, oversaturating the market? What do you mean? He's like, yeah, because, you know, if you do this too many times, you're going to oversaturate it and you're going to water it down. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? And I had to like explain to him like, yo, bro, we as creators, we got this like, this really egotistical notion that we have the power to water down anything. You don't actually have the power to saturate or water down. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in oversaturating the market. Why? Because I put out too much work. Walmart isn't oversaturating the country by having water bottles there. Like every time you go inside of Walmart, you're probably gonna be able to buy water. You're probably gonna be able to buy a product. Like there's no such thing as oversaturation. I'm like, yo, that's a weird, convoluted fear that people have created in their mind about, you know, like, oh, I don't want to do this too many times, or else I'm gonna overdo it. I don't want to send all those email blasts or those text blasts or let people know to like my videos and like my, because I don't want to oversaturate it and piss people off. It's like, bro, do you know how much like people are inundated right now with information? They not even processing the first time you do it. It's one of the laws of marketing where a person has to see something 7 times before they actually process it and register it for one time. You got to see some shit 7 times, the average human being in America, in order for you to actually process it once. So the idea that you're gonna and then on top of that, if you post it on social media, it's like, bro, that person, you might post it once, that person might see it once, you might post it 3 other times, and that person might not even see it those other 3 times. And then you might post it a 5th or a 6th time, and then the person sees it, but now it's the 2nd time they saw it. They have to see it 7 times for it to register, bro. So like the idea of oversaturating something is a weird, convoluted, egotistical fear that doesn't even exist. No one knows who you are. No one knows anything about you, and the world is full of people doing things. It's a great, we're all living in this great big highway of information. Man, you're gonna spend all your life posting content and you will never oversaturate it, I promise. You know, maybe if you're hitting the same person the same day, all the same, maybe, but like, no, it's not a real fear. So I had to explain that to him. Like, there's no version of this where we're doing enough. There's no version where we're gonna do too many live shows. That's impossible. We're gonna be doing live shows until we die. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no version of this where we're gonna put out too many songs. That's not true. There's no version where we're gonna put out too many videos or have too many live streams. Like, this is a fear that we created in our mind to stop us from doing things. Oh, I don't want to do this too much because of what? What are you talking about? You broke and you have to like find a way to get rich. You have to find a way to get popular. You have to find a way to get relevant. What do you mean you don't want to do this? Like, do it, repost it, repurpose it, get out of your own head. No one's paying attention to you that much. Like, we got to stop being so egotistical because our best friend saw our post yesterday doesn't mean we're not going to post it today. So our best friend doesn't see it again. And if like, even if they do see it again, like, it's a stupid fear. And so I had to tell my friend, like, no, there's no version of this. You know what I'm saying? So like, nah, man, let's keep it going. Whatever it is that we're doing, let's keep it going. Natalie, them no's don't hit hard if you don't set expectations and you figure out how to turn no into yes. Right, that's a bar. That's a super bar. Honestly speaking, I could definitely resonate with that. That's very true. Like, some of the best things in my life have happened when I had no expectations for anything. I walk inside of space saying whatever it is, whatever I'm supposed to do in this place, I'm just gonna, man, you know what, Nat? You actually just like made me think of something. That spot that I got rejected at last month, I walked in with an expectation. I expected myself to win that thing. And maybe I put too much like stress on my own brain. I probably did. Because I didn't give a shit. Like I didn't not give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have been a better approach. Like, yo, I don't care. I'm gonna come up here and do my thing, and I don't care if you choose me because I'm still popping at my house. I think maybe I was a little desperate. That's probably why it didn't work out for me. Now you just really made me think of something. Thank you for that. That's some real shit. That is some real ass shit. That's true. That's true. I didn't not care. I cared. And I think maybe I cared too much. You're right. When you don't set expectations, bro, you walk inside of space and I'm just going to be of service to this space. I'm just going to be of service to this place. And whatever happens, happens. I'm cool with it. I'm going to trust the universe and that's their business. But I know I'm going to come in here, do my thing and leave on a high. Cool. Yeah, man. Some of the best times of my life, I've had that approach. I just learned something new. Let me see. E.T. says, well, it's unhealthy behavior. You're not supposed to like it. Right. Let me see. I went through the same thing. It's to the point where I expect rejection. So acceptance is amazing. Damn, expecting rejection? That's tough. That's tough. Love. I will get it, definitely. Right. That's a new book for me. Honestly, I highly recommend it. Let me see. Mila says that's true. The minute you let go of even wanting it so bad, it comes to you randomly. True blessing. That's the truth. Like, that's 1000% the truth. And I did not notice that until it's chapter 4 in this book. The woman talks about something, and it sounds like a big phrase. Paradoxical intent. Like when you're going for something, but the way that you're going about it is pushing it further away from you. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm going to the gym, but every time I go to the gym, I just eat a lot of pizza. It's like, okay, my goal is to get skinny, but the way I'm going about it is pushing that skinny goal further away from me. It's kind of crazy, but a lot of us don't realize that our energy is pushing that shit away. Like, you're so desperate for that job, the job ends up letting you go. You're so desperate for that relationship ends up walking away from you. You're so desperate. When you finally let it go and say, yo, bro, peace be unto you, bro. Cool. It begins to like come into your life because you got a relaxed vibe, you got a relaxed energy, you got a trusting energy, you got a trusting spirit. I trust in the things that I can't see, and I'm cool with the things I can't see. I'm gonna affect change in the areas that I can affect change today. If I can only send an email today or make a post today or make some calls today, then that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna stress this thing, and I'm not gonna be like, this has to happen. I'm not gonna put all that weight on myself because it's only gonna bring me down. I'm just gonna have a trusting, cool vibe and let whatever happens, happens. You know? Absolutely not. Right. Leo, right. The real Yasmin B. What's up, Yasmin? Right. There's plenty other stores still. Right. The more you do it, the more you master it. Right. If people have a problem with your consistency, then that's on them. Sounds like hating on me. Right. I mean, we get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? We really get lost in the sauce of like, you know, thinking that people care that much. Like, let's get out of our own heads, man. Sometimes I really get in my own head and I be thinking like, I don't want to make a person feel a certain kind of way. Little do I know, on the other end of the line, this person is waiting for somebody to bring people to their place. They're waiting for somebody to come with a good idea. They're waiting for something. And if it isn't you who offers them that opportunity to be a part of your journey, someone else who don't have those same mental blocks, or who has got no mental blocks, is going to make that call that you're not going to make and get that deal that you're not going to get. And that's just it. You know what I'm saying? It's no different than like, It's no different than when I was in the Turkish airport and everybody was lining up in this 3-hour line waiting to get rebooked, and I just walked to the front, spoke to a representative and say, yo, change my flight, and then I just left, and he just did it. He did it perfectly for me. And it's no different than that. Like, you'll stay at the back of the line as long as you allow yourself to stay there. Your mentality is the only thing keeping you there. There's literally no cage, no barrier, no gatekeeper stopping you from walking to the front. It's just your brain. You think that you can't do that. You think all these different things. You think this is how the world works, but the world really don't work like that. If you're not living the life of your dreams, doing everything you want, and having just about everything you want, then you have to admit to yourself, bro, I'm probably looking at this life the wrong way. Why? Because there are people who have everything that they want in their life, you know? And I could come up with all these other like ridiculous reasons why, oh, this person is a different color than me. They come from different money than me. Their parents were different. They come from a different community than me. Right. You're always going to compare yourself and give yourself the reasons as to why you can't do it, because somebody was born with more. But you're also not dumb enough to look at the person who started with less than you, who got more than you. Like, we should make a study of that. All the people who started in communities and environments that are far worse than the ones that we come from, but still made it past us. Some people didn't. Like, there's a lot of millionaires on the Forbes list, and there's a lot of millionaire rappers and stuff like that, but not all of them millionaire rappers grew up in the same environment Jay-Z grew up in. The Marcy Projects was a terrible place, apparently. Like, this place was cracked out and crazy in the 80s, you know, and I believe it. So it's like, yo, if you didn't come from a place that was that hostile and crazy and ridiculous with people dying left and right, then, and you came from like middle America somewhere, like, and your only plight is your color, you gotta understand there are people who have way worse plights than you. Some people came with a color that's darker than yours, with a family that was poorer than yours, with no social security number, no birth certificate in the United States of America. They got a green card, and they don't even speak the language here. You know what I'm saying? And they found a way to zoom right past you on the scale because they were willing to do the things that you weren't willing to do. They didn't have the same mental blocks that you had. You're sitting in this like self-created prison of what you can and can't do, but it's all a lie. It's self-imposed. The only thing that could stop you is you. You could sit and say, no, it's society, it's this, is that, cool. Then explain to me how there are other people who started with less than you that now have more than you. Oh, well, they must have had something I didn't have. What did they have? You gave me all the reasons why the rich people are on. So give me the reasons why these people got past you, blew right past. They didn't even speak the damn language that you speak. They don't even have a social security number. They don't have, like, come on, bro. Like, there's a bunch that you have that they don't have. Explain it to me. And if you can't explain it to me, then at least admit it to yourself. You're creating reasons as to why you can't win. You know what I'm saying? That's really all you're doing. And as long as we keep doing that, we're going to keep staying where we are, and we're going to keep creating more reasons as to why we can't win. You know? Let me see. If people have a problem with your consistency, you're right. That sounds like hating. Let me see. Nat said, I set requirements which lead to my standards and remember who I am. Straight up. I've never accepted rejection because everyone isn't going to appreciate and understand my goals. That's a fact. That's a mega fact. That's a mega fact, man. And it's true. I've learned that in recent times too, Nat. Like, yo, you got to pick your poison. I'm a flavor and I'm not for everybody. And the second I go out into this world trying to please everyone, I'm playing myself. I'm playing myself because everybody's not going to like that. Everybody's not going to be for me. Everybody's not going to like enjoy what it is that I do. And that's fine. I got to understand, like, yo, I belong to a certain group, and that group is going to pick up what I'm putting down. Clearly. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only certain types of people that will tap into this live and stay into this live. You got to be a person that likes to have these kind of conversations, likes to look at the world through a different lens or a different perspective. Like, I don't expect a person who's like really a sheep type of person to pick up on what I'm putting down, because what I'm putting down is like, bro, you got to activate yourself and remove yourself from that cage. But a lot of people who are like sheeple people, like they go with the flow for every area of their life. They'll look at this shit like, this nigga's talking crazy, but it's not relevant to me. You know what I'm saying? But the person who actually says, nah, bro, I want more, I demand more, I see more, I want better for my life, they're going to sit and they're going to be like, yeah. At the very least, if I'm not telling them anything that they don't know, they at least they're going to be like, yeah, we on the same wave, bro. I can tell you want some shit too. But I definitely get that, Natalie. You're right. Like, we ain't for everybody, and that's the truth. So they didn't reject me as a person. They rejected what they didn't want or need at the moment. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. I'm really starting to get that mindset too myself. I appreciate your mindset, Natalie. You got the juice. David Thomas, yup. A. Jeanette's Design Studio. What up, A. Jeanette? How you feeling? Welcome to the live. Let me see. Forever Tight Star. Thank you for the heart. Appreciate you. That part. Nah, for real. Preach. Right. A Jeanette's Design Studio. How are you? I'm good. Am I saying that right? A Jeanette? Is it A Jeanette or A Jeanette? How do I pronounce that? Natalie, they just take the chance. Straight up. Like, we gotta just stop being scared as a people. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this too at the same time. Asian A. Asian A. Okay, cool. Asian A, what's up? Welcome to the live. We give ourselves these reasons as to why we can't have the life that we want or why we can't have the things that we want, man. But at some point, we got to understand, like, yo, I'm really the only thing holding me back. A guy named Jim Quick, I read his book called Limitless. And in the book, he says, those who fight for their limitations get to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Dang, they filtered my comment before that. What comment was it? What comment was it? I hope you don't mind. I just shared, I see you. Why would I ever mind that, love? I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. We gotta work, no surrender, straight up. What comment did they filter, Natalie? Yeah, they be filtering some weird stuff on here. I'll be honest. Like sometimes I see it like, oh, filter, and I'm like, nah, let's see that because that's a regular comment, you know. But yeah, we really get sidetracked a lot, and it's our own mentality. We gotta like at some point stop and say, you know what, this is me just holding me back. You know what I'm saying? And the second I get rid of that fear, that phobia of having these kind of conversations or existing in this space, that's the second that my life is gonna get better. That's the second that I'm gonna start seeing different things. You know what I'm saying? And as we do that, we grow as people. You know what I mean? We change up. Love, appreciate you, love. Paris, what up, young blood? Grace and power. What up, Paris? How you feeling? Welcome to the live. We in here talking about the ugly phases of progress and people getting over their own limitations, man. Jim Quick said in his book Limitless, he said, those who fight for their limitations get to keep them. You know, Paris, appreciate you for the likes and for the gifts. Thank you, I appreciate that. Rodney B, thank you for the wisdom. Nah, man, Rodney, thank you for being up in here. Appreciate your presence. Straight up. You know, people could be anywhere, so if they in my life, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all. Dope book. Yeah, the homie was like, man, those who fight for their limitations get to keep them. And what that said to me, or what that conveyed to me is like, man, a person will tell you all the reasons as to why they can't do something as a way of giving themselves permission to continuously stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, cool. Like, if I sit and I tell you, hey, bro, you can start that business that you want. You don't gotta wait. You don't gotta wait till you're 65 to get your retirement, to take that money, and then like you could start doing a lot of stuff you want to do right now. Person's like, no, I can't do it because I got the kids and I got the wife and I got the life. And cool. I could give you probably 10 case studies of people who had 10 times more responsibility in their life, in their regular day to day than you do, that are also still doing everything that they want to do in their life. They're not waiting because you're waiting for a day that's never gonna come. Someday is not on the damn calendar. I see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but I've never seen someday. And I've also never seen one day. Like someday and one day are not on the thing. So what you're saying is never. Like, be honest. If you say someday I'm gonna do that, someday's not on the calendar, bro. That you mean you're saying never. You know what I'm saying? One day I'm gonna know it's not on the calendar. You're saying never. Just be real with yourself. Like, let's change the verbiage and let's keep it harsh with ourselves so that we can make that necessary progress. You're saying you're never gonna do this. No, I'm gonna do it one day. You're not gonna do it. Just be honest, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. You're a professional procrastinator and it's never gonna happen in your life. Just say that. So that now we can either make a decision, because we're at a crossroad. We're gonna either make progress in never doing it and finding something else to do at our time, or we're gonna say, you know what, bro, you're right. I'm gonna do this May 2025, no matter what. And I'm gonna start the process right now. I'm gonna make me a damn business plan. Cool, make that shit. Now we're talking. You got a date, you got a plan. Now it's up to you to make that shit come to life. Feel me? I can't beat MJ at BB if he never touches the ball. Doesn't mean I'm greater. I just went for it. Oh, I can beat MJ at basketball if he never touches the ball. Doesn't mean I'm greater. I just went for it. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like, I remember somebody saying a long time ago to me, they was like, there's genius in activity, right? There's genius in action. Sometimes we sit and we think, K-Sen, what up? Sometimes we sit and we think and we overthink. And every time we overthink, we're losing time of activity. And so someone said to me a long time ago, like, yeah, there's genius in activity. Sometimes all you gotta do is just do the shit. Like, you don't have to have a perfect plan, you just gotta say it. I wanted to go to California one time. I did not know how I was gonna go to California, but I had a box of t-shirts that were unsold. And so I was like, man, let me go and sell these shirts. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. So I put a post up like, yo, I got these t-shirts. Buy one of my t-shirts and fund my trip to California. I gave people a reason for helping me and a way to help me at the exact same time. So people started buying the shirts. They were the same shirts I sold last week, but now I gave you a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, boom. I'm not asking for donations. I'm saying buy this shirt and I'm gonna take that money and go to California and chase my dream. And one of my friends, I remember he bought a shirt And he gave me $100 for it. He's like, yo, $20 for the shirt and $80 for your dream, bro. Go for that shit. And I'm like, damn, I appreciate that. How many niggas are selling $100 t-shirts? Appreciate that. And then slowly but surely, because I put that energy up into the universe without having any, because I was willing to be looked at like a fool, because I was willing to be foolish, because I was willing to be looked at like, oh, look at this dumbass individual. You're gonna sell some $20 t-shirts and then go to California. It's a couple $1,000. Jackass, is not gonna work for you. But I was willing. I don't care what kind of haters is out there telling me the shirt ain't good and my plan ain't good and I'm broke or whatever. I didn't have no, I'm like, nah, bro. Yo, boom, do this. Because I was willing to be looked at, because I was willing to go into the ugly phase and the ugly stages. One of my homeboy sisters hit me up like, yo, you still trying to go to Cali? I was like, yeah. I said, my brother's birthday is coming up. If you want to go to Cali with you, I'll pay for you, him, and one of y'all friends to go out there. I pay for your flights and your hotel for 10 days. Y'all do your thing. I asked him, I'm like, bro, you want to go to Cali? He was like, yeah. I said, bro, we're going. And we went. And we went. We were out there for 10 days. We was at this hotel. All we had to do was get a rental. We was in the streets. We was making that shit work. 3 of us. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, how did this happen? And it happened because I was fearless. I didn't know how I was going to do it. That's why I'm so big on manifestation, bro. Because I'm like, I done see some magical shit happen. I didn't know how I was going to do this, dog. But I just said, yo, I want to go to California, bro. And I'm not going to take no for an answer. What can I do right now? I got some t-shirts. Those t-shirts are not going to equate to the amount of money that I need to make it to California. Realistically, but we're not talking about realistically right now. We're talking about just getting there. It don't matter. And so, bro, I took that shit and I did it. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of like multiple things that have happened in my life. Just like, yo, bro, say what you want enough to the universe and somebody's gonna hear it. That's like, bro, that ain't nothing. And when I looked at the flights, I'm like, yo, this lady must have dropped between $2,000 and $3,000 just to send us. She's not even going on the trip. She gets nothing from this, but she just did it. And I'm like, that's so crazy. And it's like, for me, it was some big thing. And for her, it was like, yeah, for sure. Peace. Y'all have a good time. And then she just went right back on her. I'm like, yo, this is there. So I guarantee you, whatever it is that you want to do in your life, if you feel like you need the help or the guidance or the teacher or the mentor or whatever, I guarantee there's somebody out there that shit will be nothing for them. They're looking for somebody to mentor. They're looking for somebody to invest in. They're looking for the next great cosmetic company or the next great dancer or the next great dance instructor or the next great artist, next great musician, the next great fashion. They're looking for it. These people who made their money in the game right now, they just looking for like, yo, where can I put this money into something that I like, that I'm going to like and I'm going to enjoy watching it grow. That gives, yo, investors, like accredited investors, they derive like a real passion from just putting a seed into something and watching that shit grow. How much seed capital do you need? 300,000, 400,000, $500,000? Let me put that in. And then over the next 18 months, I want to see what comes of this. I trust you. You got all you check off all the right boxes, and I'm using my intuition to say you're a good investment. Boom. And they're going to watch you just grow. You're going to take that money, you're going to maneuver it properly. And as you keep going, of course, you're going to fluctuate. You're going to go down, take some L's. But when they see you grow, it's like they derive a strange like satisfaction from that. It's no different than watching your kid do really well in school. It's like, yo, I was very instrumental in this seed growing. It's a passion for me. Yeah, I'm getting my money back over time, but at the same time, it wasn't about the money. This was a passion project for me. And it's be the biggest, our most life-changing opportunity. But to them, it's like, yeah, for sure. I'm doing this across the board already. I'm just diversifying my portfolio. And you just happen to be, without being funny, a diversity hire. Bam. Cool. I'm investing in art now. There you go. I got money in this. I got money in that. I have so many retail lines. I have so many e-commerce stores. I have so many businesses. I'm a serial entrepreneur. And you just happen to be the person who I'm interested in helping right now. I don't know. You intrigue me. You feel me? So like, don't be so scared to put your idea up. It doesn't matter if it's imperfect. I was having a conversation with my homies the other day, actually yesterday, and we were talking about like perfect ideas versus imperfect actions. And it's like, yo, the show I did on Sunday was great, but a lot of things were messed up. Like a lot of things weren't done properly. It's always gonna be my fault because I told everybody to come, but it was like still, the venue started messing up. Other people started jumping ship. The shit got crazy. And I'm like, yo, every time you're going for something, right before you get to the finish line, all hell is gonna break loose. But you gotta be ready for that. Like I'm ready for that. I'm always ready for that because I read the right book. I read War of Art. And so I know, okay, going into this, you gotta expect some shit is gonna, it's not being negative, it's being like, yo, I gotta be prepared for all hell to break loose. What am I gonna do when all hell break loose? I'm gonna improvise. Okay, cool. Be ready to improvise like your life depends on it, because it will. As soon as you get close to that thing, everybody's gonna get sick. All the equipment's gonna break. All the systems are gonna go down. Everybody's gonna be late, and shit's gonna get crazy. And so you're gonna be like, the stress level is, dog. The stress level Les Brown said the average stress in the American, if you were to draw blood out of them and inject it into a pig, it would kill the pig. You feel me? Like based on your stress levels alone. But after that, the homies are telling me like, yo, bro, you know, we could have done this better, that better. I'm like, yeah, I agree. Let's do this. And they're like, yo, we gotta stop doing stuff like that. And we gotta start doing stuff like this. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, the event on Sunday may have been imperfect. It may have been like a shit show, but the fans still left with a great experience because we pulled it together at the last minute. So it ended up being a really good show. Even for me on the stage, I was like, man, I noticed it in the middle of the show. I'm like, this is a really good show. There's still shit going crazy, but this is still a really good show. And while that was happening, they were like, yo, we got to stop doing that and start doing this. And I'm like, okay, cool. We're definitely going to stop doing that and start doing this. However, I have to say that if you ask any American or any person in the world, what would they rather have? A perfect idea or an imperfect experience? Most people are going to choose the imperfect experience. Levanity, what up? Most people are going to choose the imperfect experience because it's still an experience nonetheless, you know? I think a lot of people get paralyzed in their idea phase. And this goes right back to the beginning. I was talking about the ugly phases. Like, bruh, the show Sunday, yeah, it was kind of crazy and hectic, but we still ended up on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, as I'm looking at the finances as they're pouring in this week, I'm like, okay, it was tight, but we still ended up on top and we still activated the fans and the shit still ended up being good. So the next one, we're just going to check our boxes are better, but we still did really well. And so I said it to say, like, sometimes people get so caught up in the perfect plan. I got to have the perfect plan. I got to have the perfect idea. It's like, bro, it's not about the perfect plan and it's not about the perfect idea. Because if I take a perfect plan on paper or give you an imperfect experience, most people are going to choose the imperfect experience because it's still an experience nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? It's not as perfect as the plan. The plan would have been jets and flamingos and stuff, but this is like a microphone and a can drum. It's like, yeah, but they're still going to choose that mic and the cam drum. Why? Because it's something they could feel. This shit is something it's a wish. You know what I'm saying? Some people get so caught up. Everybody was like, oh, bro, you know, we got to do this different, do that. I'm like, cool, but I'm not going to wait on y'all. And I'm not going to not do live shows waiting for perfection to happen. No, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm only going to do the next event if all these things are checked. No, fuck that. I come to give people a vibe. I will give people a vibe in an empty parking lot if I need to. That's what I came to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want all that shit to be perfect. If y'all want to jump on the team and help that shit be perfect, let's do that. If not, don't complain because I'm doing things that no one else is doing. You guys are sitting there waiting for something good to happen, and I'm actually making the things happen. So I'm going through the ugly phases, and y'all are just like, you know, y'all just watching it. You feel me? Levanity, you killed that, and God always got you. Stay focused. Keep the same mindset. Appreciate you, Levanity. I appreciate that. Nah, this is facts. Sorry, I know I'm going off, and I'm missing some of the lyrics. Real rap, right? I'm an overthinker, right? Facts from the mud, right? Genius. Let me see. Yes, Paris, light bulb. Forever type, yes, bro. This is exactly my new process again. I mean, how many businesses thus far, right? Devin, king shit. She was an angel sent by God. She was definitely an angel sent by God. Promise. I need a mentor. Ajane, yo, we might be able to tap you in. It depends on what you want to get into, man. But there's so many cool people out here, man. We could probably connect you with somebody. Paris, absolutely. How do we find mentors? You find mentors by putting out the fact that you want to be mentored. You know, like look in your industry and then reach out to people. Like I have some mentors in the music industry and they're cool, but I had to let them know I wanted to be mentored. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times in the industry, it comes with like ego stroking. Like, yo, you're so amazing. You're such an extraordinary businessman. You're so phenomenal at music. Yo, I really want to get mentored. And boom, there you go. You'll be surprised. It's a lot easier sometimes to find mentors than you think, you know, like surprisingly. Because a lot of these people who have reached a certain status, they want to teach people. They want to tell people. They want to communicate with you. Natalie, we moved to Cali with 1 month's rent and $600. They sacrificed for me. That's why I go hard. Yo, that's what's up, Natalie. That's what's up, yo. Your peoples are real ones, Natalie. Your peoples are real ones. Damn. Grizz Hanson was good. Why do you work on music as a craft? Grizz. I love music, man. Music is probably the best thing in the world. Quincy Jones said, human beings can't live without water and music. That's what he said. Music is the best thing in the world. Like, there ain't nothing better than music to me. And I chose music, or rather music chose me because I was reading this book one time and it said, I was working at a gym at the time. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was like, man, I got to hustle, got to make some money. Maybe I'll go to the military. Maybe I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then I read this book called 12 Traits of the Greats. First book I ever read. And I was like, man, in the book it said, whatever you are truly afraid of failing at, then the presence of that fear may be a key indicator that you've accurately identified what you really need to be doing with your life, right? Whatever you're truly afraid of failing at, the presence of that fear shows you what you need to be doing. Or let me actually say it properly. Whatever you're truly afraid of failing at, if you're truly afraid of failing at something, if you're truly afraid of failing at something, the presence of that fear may be a key indicator that you've accurately identified what you really need to be doing with your life. Pretty much saying, like, whatever you're the most scared to fail at is your life calling. And so I sat there and I thought for a second, like, what am I scared to fail at? And I was like, man, I'm not really afraid to fail at anything. Like, I could be a lawyer, I could be a doctor, I could do any of that shit. Like, all you gotta do is go to school and do the thing. Like, I could do all that. Like, I wasn't afraid of failing at any of them because I'm like, yo, I got a million chances that I could be a soldier, I could work at a gym forever, I could be a salesman. So many different things. Like, you could do these things forever. As long as you're alive, you can constantly and endlessly do these things. But the only thing that I was scared to fail, I was like, man, the only thing I would be scared to fail at is music. Because I feel like you don't have endless chances at music for some reason. And then that would be the only thing I was scared to fail at. Because you got to put yourself out there, you got to be fearless, and then sometimes people will reject you. And I was like, that would be the performing a live. If you ever perform a live show, bro, and it's a terrible show, you feel the pain. You're like, oh, goodness gracious. Like, it's the worst feeling in the world. They said 9 out of 10 people are more afraid of public speaking than they are of death. And music is nothing but public speaking. So I was like, yeah, I'm scared of that. And when I had that conversation with myself, I was like, oh, okay. So based on what this book is saying, the only thing that I'm scared to fail at is music. So boom, there you go. So my life got simple after that. I was like, okay, cool. The music is my passion because that's really the only thing I'm scared of. Everything else, I could do this shit a million times. I don't give a fuck. Like, there's a million ways I could do this. Like, I can go to the military, I could be a pilot, I could be this. If I fail a test, I can take it again. If I fail it again, I can take it again. If I take it again and I fail it, then I can fail again and take it again and again. Like, you have endless chances at the rest of this shit forever. You know, like, you could do this forever. But the only thing I was scared to fail at was this. I'm like, I would hate to fail at that. So that's why I chose that. Devin, right? Let me see. Felt that. Levanity, what's up? Thanks for the follow. Let me see. Also, don't reach out for mentors if you're not ready to put in the work. Right, take the good with the bad. That's a super fact. That's a super fact, yeah. Well, if you're going to reach out for the mentors and you're going to tap with people, don't waste their time. Don't waste their time because you can burn a bridge by that. You can easily burn a bridge. I was, where was I? Was this in Atlanta? I was somewhere recently and I remember a guy telling the group, like, you know, he brought somebody in that said that they wanted to do, like, get up under him and, like, do some kind of work or something like that. And he gave the guy, oh no, this is one of my close friends. This is one of my friends who runs a company here in Miami. He was like, man, I gave this guy an opportunity. He said he wanted to work or he wanted to do something. And he, like, gave this guy the guy was supposed to make it to a certain place to pass a class or pass a test or something like that. And I think, you know, my friend who took him on as a mentee paid for him to take that test. And then when he called him later to say, how'd the test go? The guy was like, oh, my bad, I missed it. He was like, you missed it? What do you mean you missed it? Oh yeah, I you know, something happened and I overslept and then I missed the test. And my friend just, like, hung up the phone on him. It was like, I would never, I'm never gonna take this kid up again. Like, that's crazy. You begged me for an opportunity and he paid for something for this kid to do in hopes of, like, giving him the chance, because when he was coming up, someone did that for him. And so he paid for this kid to do the thing, and the kid just missed it and completely blew off the exam. And he was so, like, he had no, if it was a real emergency, you would have felt it. He just felt like the kid just blew it off, like, oh yeah, sorry, I didn't even go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna find a way to do that again at another time. And he just hung up the phone, you know? So yeah, don't waste nobody's time. Would you continue music if you knew there was no monetary future in it? Grizz, handsome. Yeah, honestly, I know music is my personal passion because music is something that I could do all day. Music is something I could do completely for free. And music is something I could do with, like, no attention. Like, I would do this for free. I would do this without caring about how long I'm doing it, like how much time I'm doing it. And I would do it if nobody else in the world, if there was nobody else on the planet, I would still make music. You know what I'm saying? If I was the last person on earth and I was on an island, I would find a way to make instruments and I would still make music until the day I die. I'll be making music by myself on the island. I'll write that shit down. I'll be like, damn, if a person was here to hear this shit would be jamming. And I would just do that forever. I've thought about this for quite some time. Like, I've definitely thought about this for quite some time. You feel me? Like, yeah. Cause I can get lost in it. You know what I'm saying? I could sit in a room and I could write a song. Man, I remember it's been a bunch of times where I'm like, okay, I start writing at noon. And then by the time I'm done writing this song, like, okay, I think this shit is finally done. It's like 7 o'clock. And I'm like, damn. But I'm like, yeah, but look what I got though. You feel me? Look what I came out of here with. You feel me? So it's just my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it. I like it for its own sake. You know, now it gets trickier because now you have to make it a business and it has to make sense financially and it has to make sense inside a structure of what your overall brand is. There's a lot of like marketing, branding talk that goes into this stuff, but it kind of pulls your passion away. But you got to be able to still hold it. You got to remember why you do what you do. Like I just like it. Like I enjoy what music does for me. So I always want to be a part of that shit. Like, oh, I want to be a part of that to do that for somebody else. You know, like right now we jamming Georgia Smith, and I'm telling you, bruh, like this song is called Greatest Gift, and if a woman was to ever say these kind of words to me, we're probably getting married. Because I felt like what she's saying in the song was something I was missing in my last relationship. This chick is talking about like keeping a man in his purpose. Like I'm gonna keep you in your purpose. I'm gonna make sure that you do what you was designed to do. I'm not gonna pull your attention away. I'm not gonna like I'm gonna make sure that you live in your greatness. And I'm like, damn, like how many people honestly could say that if you're in a relationship with them? Like, yo, Nat, Devin, Grizz, I'm gonna be in your life and I'm gonna keep you on track with your greatness. Like I'm not gonna let you run away from your greatness. This is your thing. I'm gonna keep you focused. Like, yo, I'm gonna keep you in your power. Like how many people could say that? So many people get caught up in their own thunderstorms that they can't even operate properly, much less care enough about somebody else's destiny to say like, yo, I'm gonna keep you on your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why like even right now, like right here, listen to this shit. And surely this is love. You are worth it. I promise to make sure you never fall far from your grace. I hope that you know you are never too far from your purpose. I hope you receive it wherever you are. I'm so thankful I've got you. You got me, I'm still right. You're the realest love. You got me, I'm still right. I'm telling you, bro, like it's just a vibe. To me, that's just a vibe. I'm like, yeah. So you know how they say we're always looking for that thing that we ain't got? So yeah, that was a long way to answer the question. But yeah, I will make music regardless. And I like the vibe that the song gives me. The song gives me like, damn, yo, there's somebody out there that understands you. Like even if you think that there's not, there's somebody out there that is willing to like do the work to understand you and say, yo, I'm not gonna ruin your life. I'm gonna keep you on track. What is it that you want to do with your life? What makes you? I'm gonna keep you in your purpose. This is your destiny. This is your thing. Like I'm gonna keep you there. I think that's beautiful, bro. Because we get so slapped around by life. To have somebody that cares that much about you and your wants, that's beautiful. Appreciate you, Mila. That's beautiful. Feel me? You definitely feel it. Music is timeless. The industry is for the young. Right. Let me see. Levanti, what you listening to sounds fire. Right. This is what I'm listening to. Thank God you be eating up that music. Thank you, Levanti. I appreciate that. Forever. Appreciate you for the gifts. Thank you. Forever Type Star. Thank you for the gifts. I'm telling you. Let me see. Grizz Handsome. Yeah, that marketing shit hinders the process. It does. Once you start taking your passion and turning it into a business, it's really easy for you to lose passion in it. Because now it's like, damn, this thing that I love so much and I would do this for free every day. And now I got to think about other shit. Like, okay, yeah, this is the song, but who is it relevant to? How am I going to market it? Who's the core audience for this? Does it match my overall core audience? Is it something that other people are going to be able to play and push and promote as well? Is it like socially viable, socially acceptable? What room is this relevant in? What room am I going to play? What are the visuals going to look like to convey the picture on a broader spectrum? It's like a lot of little tedious shit that you got to think about. Because the reality is we live in a world where we're trained to receive new things in a particular way. You know, does that make sense? Now that I'm in the space of learning marketing properly, it's like, okay, I understand that we all are psychologically in tune to receiving marketing messages in a certain manner. So that's why a lot of like entrepreneurs and people who don't understand marketing, that's why their products don't really get across the right way, because we think, okay, I'm just gonna make this thing and put it out. And it's like, yeah, however, there's a reason why marketing and ad agencies exist, and they exist because they've done the psychological work and the psychological research to understand why certain things work. I was watching this video by this guy who's the president of TWA Shia Day. Shia Day is my favorite ad agency because they did the Think Different campaign with Steve Jobs and Apple in the 90s, right? I I love looking up Steve Jobs and stuff, and when I found out how he turned Apple from Apple was an unsuccessful company in the early 90s, and then now 30 years later they're literally one of the biggest companies on the face of the planet. They're the world's first $1 trillion company. How did that happen? And it happened when Steve Jobs came back to Apple and said, yo, we're gonna change this shit up. And there's one particular video where he's addressing people and saying, look, I just got back to Apple, because they kicked him out of Apple, and then he came back. And when he came back, he was like, yo, the company's suffering. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this change, and then it should bring us where we want to go. And that change that he was talking about absolutely did what he said it was gonna do. And it was marketing. He changed the marketing. He changed the products. He removed a lot of the weak ass products that they had, and he changed the way that the company felt. You know, he said, yo, marketing is about core values. What do you value? Apple's core value at its core, and this is what Steve Jobs said himself, he said, we believe that people with passion can change the world for the better. That's Apple's one core value. So all of their features, all of their software, and all of their hardware is all designed to do that. To say, yo, if you're a passionate person, we want to equip you with the best tools in the market to allow you to change the world. We're excited for you to change the world, but just use an iPhone to do it. You know what I'm saying? And like even today, their marketing is still the same. You see them you see those like big billboards in your city where it's like they'll show this cool ass picture, and at the bottom will say shot on an iPhone. It's like Apple's marketing is you. And that's what I learned while I was watching it. I was like, yo, they market us to us. Think about the iPod. Y'all remember the first iPod commercials? The very first iPod commercials were a black, like this silhouette of a human being with like a lime green background or a blue background, just some off the wall color, and this black silhouette dancing, just dancing. All you see is a black silhouette dancing to some music, and then you see the white iPod wires going into an iPod. And so like all they sold us was an archetype of a human being dancing. They didn't say it was a black person. They didn't say it was a white person. They didn't want to even bring up that topic. They made the person a silhouette. A silhouette is relevant to everybody. Music is relevant. Everybody wants to dance. How many regular human beings get to dance on a regular basis? Not many. Most people are getting up, going to work, getting in their car, going to the office, leaving the office, going to the grocery store, going from the grocery store back home. Like people are not dancing every day. You know what I'm saying? So they sold people like dancing and having a great time. It's like, oh shit, I want to do that. And so like their marketing messages have always been, they're selling you to you. And then it like all throughout, you know, since then to the iPhone, like the iPhone, they humanized their product yet again. You remember the Mac versus PC things? I'm a Mac, I'm a PC. They made it a human being that was saying this shit to you. I'm a Mac, I'm a PC. The PC was like, I can do this and this. The Mac was like, I do this, 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 and this. The PC was like, I can't do none of that. It's like still you and you. And then now, fast forwarded to the 2020s, those dope ass pictures downtown, they'll be like, this epic picture was shot on an iPhone by this specific person, Ashley S, Jacob R, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll write the person's name. So it's like, oh, and then on top of that, if you go and you take a dope picture, you upload it to the Apple website, they'll be like, oh yeah, we may use this photo in our advertisements and we'll give you the credit. They're making people work for them for free, and they're selling you to you. It's genius level marketing, but it's marketing nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? So like the marketing, we got to understand as creatives that there is a big part of us in the way that we come across and do our thing that is already like predetermined in the mind of our potential clients and the mind of our potential buyers. It's like, bro, people are used to, they've already been trained to receive marketing messages in a certain kind of way. And so if we think we're going to come out the woodworks with none of that knowledge and just say, I'm going to do this shit, like, yo, it's going to take us a long time. It's going to take us the decade or the 10,000 hours in order to get that across. But if you have some sort of background in marketing already, then you already know some of that verbiage. That's why, like, my head of marketing, it's my homegirl, Jazz. Like, I met Jazz and I found out that Jazz actually did marketing. And so I brought her into my organization. So now she's the one that does the marketing for us. Everything we put out, we run it by Jazz first. Jazz is the filter for everything that we put out. When even the album art for Turn Lights Out in America, all the videos, all the captions, like everything that we're doing right now, Jazz has input on it because she has the eye for marketing. She knows the colors, she knows the fonts, she knows, like, she just knows the psychology of like how to receive, how something should be received by the people. She's just a genius when it comes to that. So I had to bring her in. But people in America are trained to receive new things in a very particular way. And if you're thinking about to jump out the gym and just give somebody some shit just because you think it's good, it's like, nah, bro, that's not the way it's gonna work. You have to know the science behind why that color works. Look at it. Apple is genius again when it comes. Apple is the greatest company in the world when it comes to marketing. Apple has a designated street team of you guys. The people who like iPhones will fight you about an iPhone. If you send me a message and my message turns green, I automatically think that you're an outcast. I think that you're a barbarian. I think that you're either poor or uncivilized, and I don't want you to message me again because I can't do any of these features with you. I can't react to your message. I can't text you a video. I can't add you to a group message without fucking up the group for everybody. I can't FaceTime you. This is barbaric. Like, get out of the Stone Age. And like, I'm somebody who, like, I always had Galaxies and Androids because, yo, honestly speaking, when it comes to me, the Android and the Galaxy is a better phone. There's two levels of communication too when it comes to your device, right? I know I'm jumping through a lot of things. I hope that y'all are able to keep up. There's two levels of communication when it comes to the devices, right? There's the way that we communicate with our device, and there's the way that our devices communicate with each other. Apple has a really good way of device-to-device communication. Like, their devices between each other communicate really well, but I don't feel like I like this shit. Like, I don't like the way that I communicate with the device. Yeah, iPhones take away way too much shit from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm on my Android, it's like, bro, I can do anything. I can customize this. I can do whatever. There's so many features that I can do. So many useful things I could do on this Android device that I just absolutely, I switched to iPhone years ago. I had two phones at one point, and I was still using my Android way more than the iPhone. Then my Android, something happened to it, but then I ended up giving it to my sister because her phone broke. So I gave it to her, and so I was just only on my iPhone. I still, even to this day, I'm like, man, I'm using it and it's great, but there's still so many things that I'm not able to do on this damn phone. It doesn't make any sense. Like, there's so many things that I was doing on my other phone, like bam, 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 bam. But Apple is a closed system. Apple is the world's biggest game. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the biggest, but they're also like, you're only gonna use our stuff. So there's that. But bro, like, there's two levels of communication: the way that I communicate with my device and the way that my device communicates with other devices. So the reason why people get so offended when Android users text them is because Apple did that. Apple could have made the color from an outside device any color. Could have made it the cool blue. They could have made it gray. They chose the ugliest green in creation, the most offensive green color in the world, to pop up on your screen if you message a device that isn't an iPhone. So that further closed the door on other things. Like, oh no, I'm an iPhone guy and I only want to communicate with other iPhone guys. You feel me? So even if you met, I'm less than, I'm just gonna call you when I need you, but I'm never gonna text you, and I'm never gonna iMessage you, and I'm not gonna do that. And like a good 60 to 70% of our communication nowadays is text. So they're just brilliant at marketing. So we as creators, we gotta understand, like, yo, I gotta do some research on the marketing of it. You feel me? The president of TWA, Shia Day, he got this video on YouTube. And maybe I'll find a way to link it in my story later today. But he talked about the 7 stories of marketing. Let me see if I can actually find that real quick, because I remember saying it the other day. And 7 stories of marketing. It's like 7. Boom, here it goes. Check it out. The 7 stories of marketing, right? In everything that you've ever seen, every movie, every book, every story, whatever, one of these, it belongs to one of these 7 stories, right? These are the 7 stories. Plot 1 is overcoming the monster. That's like something small taking over something big. Like David and Goliath is overcoming the monster. Part 2 is rags to riches. Somebody going from being broke to somebody being rich. Part 3 is the quest. Some Lord of the Rings shit. Like, I'm going on a journey. I'm going on a journey through Middle Earth. The quest. Plot 4 is the voyage and return, which is like pretty much Odysseus and the Odyssey, or Alice in Wonderland probably, but really like who's this chick? Wizard of Oz, right? The Wizard of Oz is the voyage and return. The girl started at her crib, ended up in Oz, and now throughout the whole story, all she's trying to do is get back home. The voyage and the return. Plot 5 is comedy and tragedy are like just prevalent in everything. So 5 and 6 are comedy and tragedy, and the 7th one is rebirth. Like, if you see a movie or a book about somebody who's one way at the beginning and then had to completely transform themselves. Any makeover show, Ugly Betty, Betty La Fea in Spanish, like any show of like a makeover or like Rebirth is HGTV is all Rebirth shit. I'm going into your house and I'm taking it from this to this. Oh, cool, Rebirth. Pimp My Ride is a Rebirth story. It's like, okay, you gave me this junky ass car and we customized it, West Coast Customs, and made it look nicer. It's a rebirth. It's getting a, you know what I'm saying? It's the phoenix rising from the ashes. Like, cool, boom. This thing is getting renewed. It's coming back to life. So those are the 7 stories of marketing. And everything that we do has to have one or two of those elements, because the human being is only going to process those things. And so we got to understand that every story you've ever told in your life has one or two of those elements in it. Somebody left home and went back. Somebody's just going on some crazy ass journey. David and Goliath overcoming the monster. Apple's story was overcoming a monster, and Apple's story is still overcoming a monster. And that's what people don't get. Like, that's the marketing story that they've been telling. Apple, when it first started, was the underdog. It was Apple versus IBM. IBM was the biggest computer company at the time, and Apple was this small startup that doesn't even sound like a damn computer company. What the fuck do you mean? It's Apple computers. Like, that's not Microsoft. That's not Windows. That's not Dell. That's not IBM. They didn't have a technical name. It's like a fruit, which is crazy. And they just always, they made an advertisement with this company called Chiat Day in the 80s. I think it was like 1984, and they called it one of the best commercials ever made. It was a girl running in this like weird dystopian apocalyptic future. She was running with a hammer, and she threw this hammer at the TV and blew the TV up. And that was the Apple commercial. It was like a movie. And they're like, yeah, why 1984 is not going to be like 1984? Apple computer. That like changed their perspective. And then 10 years later, they had to do it again with a different campaign called the Think Different campaign, where they just showed a whole bunch of geniuses. They showed a whole bunch of like, I could probably pull it up. They showed a whole bunch of geniuses in 1997 or something like that. And that's what made the company profitable, because Steve Jobs was like, nah, we're going to start talking to people about who we are. You know, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And it just really changed. It just really changed the trajectory of their company. And now Apple's the world's first $1 trillion company, and it's not an accident. It's just because they were really good at marketing. They really understood how to do what it is that they wanted to do, how to get that message across to people. You know what I'm saying? Save to watch later. Think Different. Let me see. Boom. All right. I missed a bunch of messages. My bad. Doom, 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 doom. All right. I'm going to start here. When you have people that do things for you and support you with no benefit for them, yup. Straight up, 100. Consistency. I found you again. Hey. Let me see. That was on point. Philosophical. Paul Mitchell hair products. He can only afford black letters on a white bottle. Made billions. See? That's interesting. It is, but the point is breaking the mold, right? Let me see. You just got to move creative. Tight-ish, yeah. Yes, sir. Subliminal and ethics. I have an Android, but I want the iPhone only for its camera. Right. I'm telling you, man, like they're so good at making you feel like Android ain't it, but Android actually does a lot of things better. But because Android to me does really good person to device communication. Like me and my Android, this shit was a breeze. I'm like, for sure. This shit was doing everything I wanted it to do. And then some. The only problem I had with it was every time I communicated with an iPhone user, they're like, oh my gosh, how come your text message is turning green on my side? I'm like, your text is teal, a beautiful teal blue on my side. But okay, cool. And so that it started losing me business, like, because people were putting me in group chats with like producers and stuff like that, and it ended up, it was crazy. So I knew I had to get me an iPhone just for the business purposes, because either way, both of these phones are tools any goddamn way. Like, I'm not taking these with me when I go in the afterlife, so they're both tools. But man, like I'm so disappointed every time I use my iPhone, because I'm like, this shit is whack. Like, it's once you see something better, you can't unsee it. You know what I'm saying? And once I've interacted with a device that did everything everything I thought of, this shit did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to a crazy degree. This shit is like really toned down. Like, it's like a phone for like slow people. I'm looking at this shit, like, this shit is very it's blocky, and like it like, I don't know, it makes it, when I first got this shit, I compared it to a Firefly. Like, you remember Firefly? Like, Firefly was like a specific kind of phone that could only call your parents. It's for kids at a certain point in time. It was like in middle school, sometimes kids had Fireflies. Like, if your parent didn't want you to have a real cell phone, but they wanted you to be able to get in contact with them, it's like a little cell phone that only had 2 numbers in it, mom and dad. And that was a Firefly, some random shit. So I compared this to that. I'm like, yo, they just removed all the things that were too technical for average people and just made this like the easiest phone to use. Like, this big block is your messages, this big block is your thing, and this big block is your thing. But I like the other one better. It's my personal preference. Now I'm using this. I've been using iPhone like only for probably like 2 years now, and I'm like, man, this shit is it's still disappointing. Like to a crazy degree, it's still very disappointing. It's like, man, I just know what I was able to do on my other phone, and now I'm like, yo, I'm living in the future with a device that's more expensive, but it's still weak. And even like iPhone be fucking up. I'll be honest. Like Mac, I just updated my Mac computer, and this update is weak. So yeah, Apple should just make cameras. It's funny. Ugly gram. I'm telling you, straight hold up. I had my favorite Android for years. It eventually stopped working and it was discontinued. It's crazy. Red and yellow combo make a person hungry. McDonald's. That's a fact. Red, the colors red and yellow do make a person psychologically. It's found to like make you salivate. It makes you it makes you hungry. It makes you want to eat something. Yo, I didn't even think of that. You're right. I'm telling you, like this is facts. You know what I'm saying? You can still get it off eBay. That's very true. Yeah, that's true. The science of that. And once I heard that about the colors red and yellow, I was like, let me see where that, and let me see if that's really relevant. And then I found that every time I go somewhere now, I could go into a corner store, and I go into the corner store, I'm like, let me see how many red and yellow things I can notice in here. And just about every single wrapper has either red or yellow in it. Almost every single one. Red, yellow, and maybe like brown. But like every single thing in every corner store I go to is red or yellow, yellow, red, yellow, red, red, yellow, red, yellow. Like a bunch. Starburst, Reese's, this, that. I'm seeing yellow and I'm seeing red all over the place. You know? Telling you. Back to basics. Bro got the Cali Mexican swag. Good morning, love. Hope you're doing great this morning. I know your show went amazing. Yo, thank you, K. I appreciate you for that. Yes. And be good at it and try no matter what. Right. Agree. Couldn't agree more. Right. Wait. What? That's crazy. It's like you were forced to get an iPhone. Yeah, I was definitely forced to get an iPhone because this shit was just, it was messing up business for me. I remember them putting me in group chats with different people. There was one dude specifically who, like, every time I went to a new town, I knew I could tap in with my homie, like, yo, you know somebody in this city? And he'd be like, yeah. And he'll throw me in a group chat with like 5 or 6 people in that city. And on my Android, all the messages in that group chat would come in to my phone as individual messages. So I was like, all right, this is messing me up because I don't know what the hell the conversation is doing right now. Because every time somebody wrote in the group chat, to them it's a group, but to me, I'm just getting these solo messages. So I'm like, yeah, this is messing me up. So let me get it. So every time I would reply, I got to reply to a person individually instead of in the group. It was a mess. So that's why I had to get the iPhone. But I was still using my Android more. I was just using this one for business and this one for like pleasure, I guess. Because this shit was doing everything I wanted it to do, bro. Like everything. So many apps are available in the Google Play Store that are not available in the Apple Store. There's so many apps. Even this last show I did, like, there's an app that's available for Android that's not available in the App Store, and so I couldn't even use it. I had to go do this whole other way to send a text blast for my show. Yes, I remember the Firefly. I didn't have one, but yeah, I remember it. Them Fireflies was crazy. Or the Cricket for the elderly, right? Nah, they both are easy, right? I just prefer different, right? I hate iPhones. I just got one so I can FaceTime my friends. Yo, bro, iPhone is for the birds. I don't think it's for like really like deep thinking people. I think it's just like but then again, some people want simplicity. Some people are like, you know what, my life is already complicated enough. I don't need anything coming around making my life any more complicated. So let me just chill. So I think people really want that simplicity. But me, I like doing all the shit I was doing on my other phone. I'm like, yo, I'm banging this shit out. It was faster. It was more convenient. I was able to do everything. Like the person to device communication for me was A1. The device to device communication to iPhone people was, but Apple was smart. Apple could have made that text message color anything. They didn't. They chose it to be the most offensive, ugly green you could possibly imagine. It's so offensive to your eyes. You're like, yo, I hate this. Whatever I'm looking at, I hate this color. It's very offensive. And they made it like that so that people would have to invariably choose a gang. You got to choose a group. Nobody wants to hear that anymore. No one wants to hear their friend say, ew, I can't text you because your texts are green, and I can't FaceTime you because you don't have the device, and I can't da-da-da. Like, it makes a person feel like they're less than. So like they found a way to completely obliterate that company. It's just crazy. They found a way to completely just decimate everything that that the Android people are trying to do. But I still like Android a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because they're hangry, right? They feel unsecured if you don't have an iPhone. Great marketing scheme. I'm telling you, it's just brilliant. It's brilliant what they did. But Apple has a pulse on people. And that's what we all got to understand as creators and innovators and entrepreneurs. Like, yo, you got to have a pulse on the people too. You got to know what people want. Apple has a crazy big budget, so they don't even need to really like have a pulse on the people anymore. They could pay Chiat Day or Wynette Kennedy, whatever that other marketing agency is. They could pay them, and them people are going to come up with all the facts and the figures and say these colors are going to perform well, this font is going to perform well, and this type of video and this type of marketing is going to perform well. But like us who got to do it ourselves, we got to take the time to study that shit ourselves, and ultimately it's going to make you a better creative. It's going to make you a better person. Like knowing in advance, like okay, these colors are pleasing to the human eye. These colors are more offensive to the human eye due to prior and previous association with things. Like if I'm gonna go and try to make something innovative in technology, I'm not gonna make it red and I'm not gonna make it yellow. Why? Because the person is not looking at red and yellow for advancements in technology. People are looking at silver for advancements in technology. Now because of Apple, they're looking at white for advancements in technology. They're looking at certain types of colors for like technology. I'm not gonna use a color that's associated with food for this. Like, I doubt you're gonna see anybody come out with a brown computer anytime soon. Oh, I got the newest computer in the game. Really? Yeah, it's brown. Brown for a computer? Like naturally, a person's gonna be like, nah, I'm looking for that cool metallic gray. That's what makes me feel like, oh, this is a premium device because it's the way you've been taught, it's the way you've been trained. And a lot of people don't realize that until they're millions of dollars in the hole, and they realize, why are my marketing strategies not working? Is that because you don't have a good marketing strategist? That's just what it is. You don't have a person who has the inside information as to what's pleasing to the consumer. You haven't done the research, and you don't have anybody in your team that has done the research. So you're out here just throwing shit out because you think that like volume, the amount of shit you throw out is gonna do it. It's like, nah, bro, you could throw out one piece of content. It can be so well done that it goes viral. Why? Because it's pleasing to the human eye. It's pleasing to the ear. It's pleasing to the senses. It's intriguing my curiosity. It's visually appealing, and like I hear it, it's clear, and it's a pleasing sound to my ear. You're activating all the senses, and you're showing me something on the screen that's activating even more senses. Like it's making my mouth salivate. If you put like a pretty girl in there, or you do some other stuff. Like there's ways that you can make it really enchanting, and that's what will ultimately make a person go from like a cold lead to a warm lead to a customer or a client. And we don't think about these things. We just think we're just gonna keep throwing shit out and it's gonna work. That's why most people are online are like, oh my goodness. We hear these fake ass stories about how like somebody went viral overnight, and then we start being like, okay, cool. All I gotta do is post every single day, 3 times a day, and I'll go viral. It's like, yeah, well, the laws of probability say that is, likely if you do it like that. But if your content is still trash across the board, it's the probabilities are high because you're at such a high volume. But it might take you 10 years to make one of your videos go viral, and it's only gonna go viral by accident because you didn't do any of the actual stuff. But then you got some of these influencers that have such a pulse on the people and what's appealing to them visually and like auditorially, I don't know how to say the word, but like to the senses, that almost all of their content is hitting. Like this person is boom, like one person who has a real pulse. This shit is crazy, and her team is probably like next level too. But Kim Kardashian has a pulse on society like nobody's business. She has the ability to put things out and partner in certain places and drop certain photos and videos and whatever the case may be that are like, she knows how to captivate people. She knows how to get people to fall straight into her funnel. Even if it's something controversial, like she's always going to stay in the news because she understands the power of publicity. She's always going to find a way to stay in the news, even if it's secondhand, third hand, and fourth hand. Even it's like, oh, somebody who's associated with her did something, and now people are looking like, oh, snap. Kim Kardashian's ex-stylist went to jail for something. Like, oh, shit. But now we're talking about her again. Now we're thinking like, how did she have somebody who was a convict doing this stuff for her? Does she not have like? So now she's a topic again. She's just really smart at that. It's like when you have a pulse on the people, when you have a pulse on what it is that people are looking at and which direction they're going in and what people like, then you will always win. No matter what it is that you're selling. Let me see. Dum, 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 dum. Yes, I remember they used to do that. I used to hate getting group messages, right? Especially with the stylist to design the Galaxy Note Edge, right? Android's where's that? Right in your pocket, right? Got to double up regardless, period. Yup. I want a pink computer. You could get a case. You could definitely get a case for it. And that goes into like a person's like individual preferences. But is the company going to bet millions and millions and almost billions of dollars like actually designing the computer to be pink? I don't think so. They're going to go for what they know. They're choosing colors that are well tested. You know what I'm saying? Or they're just going to go with a straight black or white. But they're not going to go, or maybe some kind of steel blue or something like that. But they're not going to go crazy and just make this shit like this. Because it's it's too niche. You know what I'm saying? It's too attached to like a specific group. My friend told me a big ass word a long time ago that means this. He said it's esoteric. And I'm like, what the hell is esoteric? He said, well, the word esoteric, he was an art dude, so he knew big shit. I was like, what the fuck is that? You trying to be slick, nigga? Like, nah, man. Esoteric means something that's relevant to a particular group. And so I think the color pink is esoteric. It's so particular to a particular group. Some people never buy it. Even if they want the device, they'll never buy it because they don't have the option of changing it. Like, how many grown men are going to buy a pink phone just to throw a black case over it instead of just buying a black phone? I think they'll just rather buy a black phone and still throw a black case over it. Like me. Got me a blue phone and you don't even know it's blue. I threw a black case over it. You know? I'm not typing, but I'm listening in rehearsals. Oh, that's what's up. Appreciate you, Nat. Especially in business, bar none. Let me see. Devin said, I went viral overnight before, and it really is random. It's like winning the lottery. That's true. That's very true. Yo, I went viral one time, too, with a freestyle I did. Like if, I don't know how it looks on TikTok, but if you go on my Instagram, the very first video you're going to see is me doing a freestyle in my car. This WAP freestyle with Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. That shit went viral, and I was enjoying that shit. I remember I woke up the next day, and all I saw was hundreds. It's funny because I didn't know. I thought when you go viral on Instagram, your notifications was going to go to like 10,000, 1,000. I didn't know that like going viral, I didn't know that Instagram's limits for notifications was 100. So like when I woke up in the morning, I saw 100 likes, 100 comments, and 100 follows. And that's what's up. And then when I refreshed it, I saw another 100 likes, 100 thing, 100 this, 100, 100, 100, 100. Like it maxes out at 100. And I didn't know that. So the notification just maxed out at 100. It doesn't go into like 4 digits and no shit like that. It doesn't even go to 101 at the time. This was like 2019, so maybe it does now, but my shit was only showing 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. But it kept doing that shit all day. And I'm like, oh, my shit going up. Like it. Just without the money. It's like winning a lotto without the money. That's true. They aren't going to go crazy like they do phones. Right. Let me see. But they'll still buy. My tablet is that ugly green, but I didn't care because I know I'm going to put a case on it. Right. Mac has pink, blue, green, etc. Right. Like the actual computer. Well, I haven't seen brown. Pink and blue and green, those actually make more sense. But like, I don't think a person in tech is going to choose something that's like food oriented, like brown, yellow, red. I don't know. Maybe I'm just speaking crazy because I have no idea what Apple does. I'm not a part of their marketing team or their test groups, but I'm just saying they're really smart when it comes to that shit. I'm gonna have to start once the studio is complete. Right. I'll catch you later, bro. Stay disciplined. I will, Grizz. Appreciate you. Yeah, dope. What up, Beauty? Welcome to the live. OMG, how was the show? Beauty, the show was a vibe. The show was a vibe. It was great. Murphy's Law is a fact. A bunch of crazy shit went down, but it was still a really good show. So now my goal is to like do another show like in a short amount of time just to capitalize on the momentum and make that next show 10 times better. So it was good. Let me see. Ajane says, my tablet is that ugly olive green color. Damn. Okay. Oh, man, I missed it. No, it's good. I didn't actually live stream the event, so that was my fault. So many things started breaking in the moment that I was like, no, I didn't live stream. I didn't live stream because so many things started breaking. Yo, tell me how I set up. Man, I set up 2 rehearsals at the space to make sure that everything was going to go well at the time. We had time. We did it. We did multiple rehearsals at the location. The sound was decent. All we needed to bring was some small monitors for the stage. And I was like, okay, cool. We get there the day of. They got another event happening in the morning, slowing down our setup time. They finally got off. We finally got on, and the sound is shit. The sound is like, now the sound don't sound nothing like it sounded during the rehearsals. How inconvenient. Now we find out, oh, that speaker is blown and this speaker is blown. And I wanted to slap the dude who was telling me that shit. I'm like, bruh, I really felt like slapping this man. I'm like, bruh, what do you mean these speakers are blown? Why would you not tell me that in advance? I felt like knocking him out. You feel me? Like, I just wanted to kill him. And I'm like, bruh, I'm already in here. There are people coming into this venue right now. What do you mean 2 out of 4 of these speakers are blown? Tall. I was like, man, I gotta relax myself because it was just crazy, man. I just felt like fucking him up, bro. But luckily, my homegirl Yoli, who's the MVP of the night, not only came to all the rehearsals, not only was singing, driving all around the city, but she brought all she invested all her own money into thousands of dollars worth of equipment, like equipment. She had all of the equipment that we needed, so she brought some of it when we thought that we were gonna use their speakers, and then when all their speakers started taking her shit, she was like, "Yo, bro, it's 7 o'clock. The show starts at 8." She's like, "Yo, I'm gonna run down to my house. I'm gonna get all the other equipment that I need, and I'm gonna run back." I'm like, "Yoli, man, like, Yoli, the show starts right." She said, "No, don't worry. The show don't start till 8. It's 7 o'clock right now. I'm gonna run. We have time." And she jumped in her car with one of my homeboys, and she flew down to the other side of the city, grabbed all her equipment, and drove all the way back and still set it up with enough time. Q, what up, Q? She had enough time to set all that shit up, and then boom, we had an incredible evening. And the event was dope. Like, you know your vibe is going well when all the people who were there at the start of your performance are still there at the end of your performance. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope. But bruh, Yoli is the MVP, without a doubt. I wanted to slap the venue people. I gotta go see them today. I was supposed to go see them yesterday, but I'm about to call them and go see them now. Bruh, she saved us. What up, Q? How you feeling? Yeah, I said that to say, yeah, a lot of craziness happened, but it was dope. So with all that insanity going down, I didn't have time to set up my phone for live streaming, but we do have a live recording, so I'm gonna put that out. I got one of the videos from the thing posted on my page right now. Yup, Dan B. Look, boom. That's why we had to go get speakers. See Dan B right here? Y'all follow Dan B. Dan B's one of the artists. He was there. Dan B is the one who jumped in the car with Yoli and they flew to the other side. See him right here in the comments saying, "Yo, that's why we had to go get." Yes, what I'm telling you is facts. We had to jump in this shit, bruh. I wanted to slap this dude, bruh. Dan B, you wasn't even there. I'm like, "Yo, bro, your sound isn't doing it." And I know this dude is like just not there. So I'm like, "Bruh, I know you may not be getting the gist of what I'm saying, but fix these damn speakers immediately." "Oh, this one's blown. That one's blown." "What you mean this one's blown? Why you saying this shit so casually, bruh? As if you didn't know we had a live. What is going on in your brain?" Damn, I want to slap this nigga, bruh. But that wasn't gonna help nothing either, because I could slap the shit out of him and then I still got to deal with blown speakers, and now I got to deal with some fucking. Nah, all right, think. And then they jumped in the car and they went and they got it. That's insane. I'm telling you, that's crazy, right? Yoli the MVP. Someone needed a stove, right? I'm telling you, God bless Yoli in Jesus' name. Amen. What an angel. I'm telling you, bruh. Yoli is the truth. Yoli is the truth, the truth, the truth. Oh. Yoli is the truth. Oh, that was so sweet. Yeah, I'm telling you, what's good, Q? Good, bro. How are you? I'm good, Q. What you up to? Q, I need you to send me that. I need you to send me the send me anything you got from the concert, but I also want you to send me the stuff, the interview footage that we got outside when we was shooting the Turn Lights on America album cover. I didn't even know that, bro. That's crazy. Bro, Dan B, dog. The nigga straight up looked me in my face like, "Oh yeah." I said, "Yo, bro, the speakers in here tripping. What's going on? You need to fix it." "Oh, yo, oh no, this one's blown and that one's blown." And then all the subs underneath aren't working. Bruh, man, bruh, it just wouldn't have been good if I stole off on them, because I'm like, I still got an event to have. People are walking in here right now. And bruh, because then what's going to happen, it get up in a scrap with this dude. He going to start bitching and crying and complaining, trying to kick us out and trying to make the show bad while people are still feeling like, okay, I'm going to deal with you later, bruh. I'm going to go handle this. But Yoli and Dan B left, got the speakers, came back, we put on a great show. So it was crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And next time I know better, like, the event got to be completely invested. The venue has to be completely invested in the event, or else I'm not gonna go and take those chances. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have anybody there who knew how to work any of their equipment, which was vital for the event to happen. It was so stupid on their part, and they're running a shit show over there. And I foresee that place just not doing well unless they get their shit together. You handled it well, and your friends came through. They really did come through. Grace K, what up? They really did come through, and they really saved me. So, love the good people in your life, man, because you'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised when you're going to need great people to come through in the clutch, because other people are just idiotic. But I say that to say, man, I'm really happy and I'm really blessed that I got the good people that I got in my life, man, because if not, I don't know how I would get anything done. I'm really working on, like, being more open about my shortcomings, too. You feel me? Like, I want to be more open about my shortcomings, because I feel like there are people in my life that want to help me accomplish my goals. And maybe I'm not being forthcoming enough. Maybe I give off this impression that I got everything sewn up, or I got everything together. And I don't. I really don't have everything sewn up and together. And I think I'm at the point right now where I have to be more vulnerable And I got to be more willing to tell people, look, I need this kind of help. And sometimes I need help in areas that I don't even know where I need the help at. But I know that whatever I'm doing right now leading up to Sunday, that shit was not good because I was literally doing everything myself. And my bandwidth was running at full capacity. I'm communicating with everything that breathes. And I was like, man, nah, I need some assistance and guidance and the whole nine. I need people above me showing me how to do this. And I need people like below me actually doing it. And I need people to the left and the right of me that are doing it with me. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely I gotta create a system that makes sense, you know? Yup. Doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish. Cliche moment. Right. Straight up. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. That's a fact. That is a super fact because that shit was a shit show in the beginning, bro. By the end of the night, people had a good time. But I think it's still up to me to like make sure that I don't allow that to happen. And I pride myself on that. But at the same time, I'm also not big on like I would much rather give people an imperfect experience that's a real experience and to sit around with this perfect plan that I never do nothing on. And a lot of people end up in the thinking stages. A lot of people, again, going back to the initial concept, the ugly phases. A lot of people are so scared of the ugly phases and the failings and, you know, what goes into this that they just never do anything. And I don't want to get caught up in that, man. I feel like this is the first concert that I produced in like 2 years. And so I'm like, yo, bro, I want to make sure that though it was imperfect, a lot of good things still came of it. You know what I'm saying? I sold out a bunch of my merch. A lot of people a lot of people just really loved the performance. The performances were great. We did a good job. The musicians all got paid what I promised I was gonna pay them, and I didn't profit a lot in that event at all. But I knew that going into this first one. I knew that like, okay, cool. This one is gonna be more of an investment, but the experience that I'm gonna give the people is gonna lay the foundation for the next experience I'm gonna give you, and you're gonna be more apt to come because of this last one. You know. But I know since I haven't put on my own show in quite a while that I was gonna have to, you know, when you rev that engine back for the first time, you're gonna have to like get it popping. But now I'm a lot more like, there's so many things on the checklist I'm gonna check off in advance. Like, okay, this, and this. And I gotta have project managers on deck. I gotta have project managers talking to the band. I gotta have project managers talking to the venue. I gotta have project managers communicating with me. And as long as I get those 3 people in position and they can like, I can delegate out, then I think we'll have some really good successful events in the future. So now I'm looking at the next event. Now I'm looking at the next venue. Like, okay, where do I want to activate this at? Because before the fall comes around, I got to do some shows in Miami. I got to do some shows in Atlanta, and I got to do some shows in Houston in order to stay on track with my 1-year plan and my 1-year goal. So today I'm going to take some time when I get off the live to go and reach out to different venues and different people I know in Houston and in Atlanta. And like, yo, what venues do I want to tap into in these different markets? Because it's time to start branching out and like doing different things. And again, I'm really getting this influenced by the rejection that I got in January. I'm like, man, you know what, bro? I'm gonna take over the world right now, and I'm gonna stop giving myself reasons and excuses as to why I can't. I'm not only gonna lean on a digital space. I'm gonna take this into a real physical space, and we're gonna do different experiences, man. Like I want to do dinners. I want to do like regular outings. I want to do more listening parties. I want to do art activations. I'm just in go mode right now. Like I'm reminding myself to keep my head down and just work. Sometimes I feel like I pick my head up and I look around and see how far I came. But right now, my frame of mind is like, nah, bro, you keep your head down and you just work. Don't talk about nothing. Don't think about, don't overthink shit. I got a plan. All I got to do is follow it. I'm not about to deviate. I'm not about to jump around. I'm not about to question it. I'm just going to stick to it. What happens if you just stick to the plan and you just go for it? You know, sometimes we get so like, oh, something new came up. We get that shiny object syndrome. And something shiny pops up in the middle of us doing what it is that we're doing. And we end up like deviating. And so I feel like I've done it in the past and I'm done doing that now. So got to be more vulnerable, got to be more open, got to definitely bring in the necessary help that I need in order to grow my brand and grow my company. And got to make sure that I'm, you know, respecting people's mind, time, energy, resources. The goal is to drop 2 projects this year, solidify 2 brand deals this year, and start averaging in at least 1,000 people per show. You know what I'm saying? Like we've done like 200, 250, 300 people. But like we really want to get to like past that. Like we want to get 500 to 1,000 people per show, and we're doing well. So I'm gonna drop as much content as I need to, go live as many times as I need to, produce as many shows as I need to, work out as many different relationships with different venues and different creative spaces that I need to in order to be able to bring that audience in. Those are my goals. 2 brand deals, drop 2 projects this year, do shows in Miami, Houston, and Atlanta for the first half of the year, then branch out to LA, Chicago, and Los Angeles in the second half of the year with the second project that we drop. And yeah, get like 1,000 people per show. You feel me? And then meet my financial goals. And my financial goals, like, if I could do half this year, then I'll be good. If I could do like $500,000 this year in revenue, then I'm good. You feel me? And I think it's also like if I can net 30% of that, is it 30%? Yeah, I can't remember, but it's on my to-do list. Definitely, I'm the same way, right? Let me see. Dan B said, I think mostly I love how well we moved as a team to get it done. Dan B, bro, I can't thank you enough, bro. Everything that we asked you for that night, bro, you did it, and you did it above and beyond, and I appreciate you, bro. You the truth, man. I appreciate you, bro. You definitely showed up. You showed up to all the rehearsals, and you was driving from what, like Jacksonville? Like Dan B drove like an hour and some change to come down. He rented an Airbnb in the city, and then he also like made it to all the rehearsals, made it to all the sound check, and he made it. You made it, bro, and I appreciate you for that, man. For real. You and Yoli, MVPs. And that just goes to show, bro, I really chose the right people, bro. Dawg, I didn't even think about it till right now, but if I would have chosen anybody else to perform with me that night, the event might have just completely got canceled, you know, based on how bad that was. Like, it was by the grace of God that I chose the right people. Like, I only want to perform with you, and you. James, Yoli, Dan B, the people that I really like. I don't want to perform with nobody I don't like no more. Like, I got the luxury right now to say I don't got to perform with you if I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't like you, I'm not performing with you at all. And it works because look at that. We had good people in the spot, and everybody banded together real quick. When my cousin came, I like, I need somebody to work the door. She like, I'll try to find somebody. I can't find nobody, so I'm gonna work the door. I'm like, cause you know how to do this shit. She started logging into accounts. She started setting prices for shit. She like, yo, how much is this? How much is this? I said, I don't know, cuz. She's like, okay, cool. That's gonna be $30. That's gonna be $20. You need something like this? Okay, where the table at? Like, she set everything up from the door. And then my homegirl Viv, she ran everything when it comes to the vendors. The vendors started bringing all their stuff in and setting up different tables and merch and stuff like that. And they're like, where you want this? I'm like, yo, Viv, I need you to spearhead this. And Viv was like, I got you. All right, we're gonna set up here. We're gonna get everybody else set up there. We're gonna put different people over there. And it just ended up being a vibe. So dealing with people who are capable, man, is like a fucking dream come true. I'll tell you that. When you're dealing with people who are capable people, like people who know how to like take an assignment and be like, oh, bet, what you need in this space? This? Cool, boom, 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 boom. And nobody could tell me otherwise, bro. Like, I swear, sometimes you try to work with people and you try to like be like, yo, bro, I want to work with you, but at the same time, you can't be the kind of person that's waiting for me to tell you what you do every day. And then me a little bit, sometimes I get like, damn, okay, if I feel like I'm working with somebody who need me to give them direction every single day, am I tripping? I need to, and so I start being down on myself, like, I need to learn how to communicate better with people. But then I end up in a situation like I ended up on Sunday, and I find, bro, there are some people out here that are extremely capable, bro. They don't need you to micromanage them. And so now I'm seeing there's levels to people, like, and I want to work with capable people. I want to work with people that understand the general assignment of the room, and they carve out their niche right then and there. Cool, this is the overall assignment for what we're doing collectively as a team. Cool, this is what I'm going to get done. I'm going to get this done right now. Don't worry about nothing. I got this. Bam. Cool. I'm not going to micromanage. I don't need to. Give me a report at the end of the week or at the end of the event. Bet. Good people. Amazing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of it, man. Like, people who are self-actualizing, people who know how to work. Like, if somebody tells me, like, okay, what their overall goals are in the space, I'll be like, all right, cool. What do you need me for? This area? Cool. In this area, I'm going to boss this shit up. You don't have to tell me I'm a supervisor. I'm supervising. Even if I'm an intern. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go up in there and I'm going to bang it out. So, man, it's so good to work with people who are good people, bro. Straight up. Let me see. Don't forget Cali, too. No, I'm definitely going to Cali. It's all going to come full circle. Right. It was still a great production. It was absolutely a great production. Yo, 2 years ago, we did a Denver-Cali trip. We need that again, but we need to do shows next time. Danby's right. I don't know if I remember telling y'all, man, but some of the homies, bro, we went and yeah. Bro, Danby, that wasn't even 2 years ago, bro. That's like 4 years ago now. You feel me? That was in 2020. And yeah, we did. We was talking about going to Cali. It was like me and a handful of homies like, yo, we're going to go to Cali. And then one of my homies was like, yo, bro, it's my birthday, bro. Let's go to Denver. And they like, oh, let's go to Denver. And then my mom like, I don't want to go to fucking Denver, bro. That shit sounds boring. Denver, you talking about like mountains and ice? It just feels like, what am I going to do with these rocks and this snow? Nah, bro, let's go to Cali, bro. Let's get activated. And so I was outvoted, and the homie was like, nah, look, check it out. We all fly to Denver, land in Denver. We rent a car, and then we drive from Denver to LA. It's going to be a vibe. And I'm like, fine, whatever. That sounds like a vibe. So we went. I fell in love with Denver, bro. J Wop, what up, J Wop? Welcome to the live. Hey, for everybody on Instagram, I'm really streaming on TikTok, but y'all can see me on Instagram, so that's what's up. And so I was like, man, whatever. Got Hack 305, what up? And so yeah, but the shit was crazy. But the trip was a vibe. I fell in love with Denver when we landed. Denver got the nicest people in the world. Denver got way more black people there than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a white civilization, and there was way more black people there. So I'm like, oh shit, we out here. I didn't know we was out here. Okay, we out here. And the whole downtown smelled like weed, and it was cool. Like Denver was so cool that I ended up doubling back that same year. Like, oh, I'm gonna go back again, and I did. And then we jumped in the car and we drove to California. We had a vibe in LA, and so it was cool. So yeah, Danby, you're right. Definitely got to do that again. So here for it. Definitely do it again. I'm telling you, we're gonna do it again. He the real MVP too. He straight up is, bro. I ain't mean to put that broken heart emoji. Lo siento. No, it's good. I'm telling you. Let me see. Oh yeah, my fingers be sliding on this screen. Right. Hi bro, save me some females too. No can do, man. Every female in the world is for me. I can't say nobody nothing. I love the snow. I thought I was gonna like snow too. Coming from Miami, I was like, we went to New York one time, and my homie was excited. He's like, "There's gonna be snow out there." Bruh, I was excited for that snow for like a day. I was in that fucking snow, and I realized how cold it was. And I was like, man, this snow sucks. This is overrated. I got this shit in my freezer at the crib. This is bullshit. Like, my boots is wet, my jacket is wet. I didn't know that when you was in snow, you get wet. I'm like, oh no, this is terrible. I don't want none of this. This shit is overrated. And New York snow is different because that shit is it's like black snow. You like, this is snow mixed with smog. Shit crazy out here. So I was like, man, this snow is overrated. I'm done. What about Carl? What about Cali? I love Cali. Grow the beard. I actually can't grow a beard, to be honest. I mean, I believe I can do anything I put my mind to, but physically, yeah, I don't grow a beard. And I'll be honest with you, I was very happy. Neri, what up? I'll be honest with you, I was very happy when I realized that I was not gonna grow a beard. I think I was like 18 or something like that, and I was like, my beard hasn't grown in yet. And my people was like, bro, you probably not gonna grow a beard. And I was like, hey, okay, hey, clean for life. I'm good with that shit. That beard shit look like it's hard to manage. I be seeing boys shave one day and that shit's back the next. Yeah. Very ghetto after 10 minutes. Right, guy. I'll be like, man, I'm good. Did you say Denver? Yeah, we flew to Denver and then we drove from Denver to LA. Yeah, it was a vibe. Bro, I live in Denver. Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to Denver. That's what's up. Abraham? Cool. Which one better? I don't know. Honestly, which one better? Denver or Cali? I like Cali, bro. I'm addicted to LA. LA is a vibe. Y'all gotta go to the outskirts next time. It's so much more stuff to do that LA don't have, honestly. Really? Where should we go then? Let us know. My life in Connecticut. Shit whack as fuck. Oh, no. It was this one. Rome 4, which is my favorite place. I really did like Denver though, I'll be honest with you. Like when I landed in Denver, I was like, yo, this shit is a vibe. This shit is a good vibe too. Like the people were so damn nice, bro. Every single person. I was waiting for the racy vibe too. I'm like, I know this is like, and Trump was president at the time. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of. When I think of Denver, Colorado, I think of white people. I'll be honest with you. Like I think of white people, deers, like the woods and shit. I think of like just mountainous areas. That's what I think Denver was. When I went, I was like, oh shit, this is a kind of a vibe. I feel like it's kind of a vibe out here. I saw like really artistic places around the downtown area. I was staying in a convention, like next to the convention center, and they had this big bear statue out there. And the people, man, like every time I spoke to somebody, like, hey, how are you? How you doing? And in my mind, I was like, I was still kind of looking at them side eye because I'm like, I'm still waiting for the racy vibe. Because I assume that, what is this, middle America? Trump is president. I wasn't taking no chances. So I was still waiting for their tone to change or some weird shit to go off. But all the people out there was really cool, bro. We went on a hike, and of this hike, we probably came across maybe 100 people, maybe 150 people just walking as we walked on this hike. And every single person said hi to us. There wasn't a thing like in Miami, I'm not saying hi to you if I don't know you. People just walk by each other. It's whatever. But like there, everybody, hey guys, hey, how you guys doing? Hey. Danby was there. Like, everybody was saying hi to us. I'm like, damn, this place is like the friendliest place in the world. And I don't feel no shit. I feel like everybody is genuinely want to talk to you and figure out who you are. And I'm like, oh, never be scared to go to a new place, bro. It's great. I loved it. Let me see. Everybody could grow a beard at one point, bro. Abraham, you said everyone can grow a beard at one point? I don't know if everyone can. Oh, like go to Big Bear. You could feed the baby bears. It's so cute. Just run when you see his mom. That shit sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. Go see all the old towns, right? Go to Moonlight Beach. It's the cleanest in all of Cali. Damn, okay, that's what's up. Speaking of deers. Yo, yeah, speaking of deer, go ahead and speak on the damn B. Speaking of deers. The native casino, that's what's up. No, we got racists in Colorado. And you got it right, though. It is mountains, but not Denver. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. Because the second time I went back to Denver, I was going up to the mountains, and I was going to be in a cabin. And I made sure to bring my legally registered firearm with me. Because I was like, bro, I don't have no time for any of this extracurricular shit. Because I knew I was in a city area the first time I went. But now I'm about to go to the mountains. So I'm not going to run the risk of running into any bears, deers, woodland creatures, or Trump-supporting racists while I'm up in these mountains without the ability to open fire. Because I'm like, I'm just, that Florida and Denver have reciprocity, meaning like my concealed weapons firearm permit is good in Florida and it's good in Denver. And so the Denver one is good in Florida too. Like, so that means that you can legally fly with it, land there, you can legally carry it with you as long as you have, you know, the concealed weapons license. And so I Googled that shit and I made sure that I was out there prepared for any woodland creature and any woodland individual when I went to the mountains. I didn't feel that way when I first rode over there because I knew I was going to Cali and I knew I couldn't do that. But like, I made it a point the second time. I knew I was going to be up in the mountains. And my man, if I got to knock out one of these bears or something, then I will. Got to be safe, you know? OMG, the wineries, you can make your own wine. Like buy scratch with your feet. Wow, that's what's up. Especially Temecula wineries be lit. Okay, you putting us on game, beauty, for real. You should go to a white place. What white place should I go to? You mean like Washington, D.C.? The why did me and my sister like that in Napa, California. They friendly. She said the why? Yo, I don't know if that was a typo or if that's like new us lingo, but I like how we develop lingos. I mean, we've been doing that shit forever. We develop lingos to make sure that they can never understand us. We've been confusing them. We've been confusing them since the beginning of time. Oh shit, here we go. Danby said Hoodie was driving and almost hit a deer the size of a car. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that deer was about to get that business. So we was driving from Denver to Cali, and bruh, I'm whipping it like how I do. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I do. And sure enough, bro, that deer in headlight shit is real. They really stop in front of your fucking car while you're going 80, 90, 100 miles an hour. They just stop and they look at it like it's one thing to stop and look at it if it's going that way. It's another thing to stand in front of some shit and just look at it like, yo, deers are not that smart. So like, this shit crazy. So I remember that deer came out and just stood, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I hit the brakes, and niggas in the cars like bags and shit start coming to the front. They're like, yo, bro, what's going on? I'm like, and they see this fucking deer standing there, and then that nigga just walks across the street, and then we keep going, and they're like, yo, yeah, because they thought I was tripping. They thought I'm just out here crashing into nothing. Like, nah, bro, I just stop so as to not smack this damn deer. You know what I'm saying? And it's a good thing I did it too, because if I was an idiot thinking I was going to just knock him over like some GTA character, nah. Bruh, anybody who's ever actually hit a big-ass creature like that knows that that creature has the power, that body is going to destroy the front of your car. It's going to crack your windshield, bust up your whole front, and you might break a tire. Like, you hit some big-ass shit like that and see what happens. So we would have been stranded in the middle of nowhere with all kind of deer blooded parts on the hood of our Suburban, and we'd have been assed out. You know what I'm saying? So y'all thank me. Y'all thank me for my superior driving skills. Telling you. The Bears, that's crazy. Let me see. Save the Bears. Save the Bears. There we go. Danby Chipper. Man, you should have seen when I went to Virginia. I've never felt unwelcome. Damn, Virginia? That's tough. He just looked at us like we bothering him. That's what happened. Guy Hack said, I'm the same way. No one is looking down at us as we lowering ourselves for what we want. Right. Like in those white secluded areas. Right. You better not have hit Bambi. I was about to take that bear for a ride. Spantalian. Hold up. Spantalian. What up, Spantalian? Welcome to the live. I was about to knock that deer's block off, yo. I was about to hit that shit with full force of a 2020 Chevy Suburban with 8 grown black men in it and some bags going 150 miles an hour, bro. I was about to smack the shit out of that deer. But it's weird too, bro. Like, I'm very happy that my vision works. Cause that shit is the same color as everything else. Like that deer, like my vision is on point. I always thank God for my vision. My vision is great. I can see some shit from miles away. And but that damn deer was the same color of every rock and all the sand. That shit was sandy rock color. I thought that shit was just like a tumbleweed. I thought it was just some shit just in our way, like a little bush. And then I got closer and seen that shit was alive. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the eyes like light up with the little, you know when you shine light on some shit and the eyes start lighting up. What the fuck is this? Big ass deer, you about to get this work. And that shit waited till I got close and I had to honk and that shit finally decided to cross the street, bro. It's like, it's a narrow street, man. Pick your poison, deer. And yeah, it was about to be me and that deer, bro. He got right, because I was about to rearrange his furniture. I'm telling you, I live close to the mountains, Ajane. I live close to the mountains now, and I'm praying I don't run into no dangerous wild animals. Man, look, I'll be honest with you. I believe in protecting yourself. So if that shit come out the woodworks and you gotta knock its block off, bruh, it's either me or you. You know, I would hate to have to do that shit to a woodland creature, because the sad truth be, in these natural spaces, they don't know what the fuck we are. You know what I'm saying? They don't know, like, we're really intruding in their areas. You feel me? You don't really see a bear in the middle of New York City, but like, when we go to the woods and shit like that, I don't know, bro. I don't think I could just willingly let some animal just tear me apart. I think I'm quick to try to hit that shit and then call the police on myself to be like, yo, this shit came out the woodworks and I was defending myself. I have no idea if this thing has a taste for blood or what, but I wasn't going to take any chances. Knock his block off. I was about to rearrange his furniture, bro. For real. Sounds like my daddy, I'm telling you. Hey, just being Mimi, what's up? Sound like my daddy. Even though there's coyotes around. Fuck that. I got no business for coyotes, foxes, anything that Warner Brothers was making in the early 90s, any of those Animaniacs or any of those, Looney Tunes. I don't got time to catch none of them shits in the woods for real. Because them shits look cute when they on TV, but when them shits is in your face, looking like, nigga, you around my way, it's like, oh, I don't have no time for this kind of pressure. I didn't come for this type of warfare. I didn't come for this, on any kind of woodland creature. But at the same time, you be wanting to enjoy nature without getting into no shit. So, I don't know. But I do believe in behaving. You know what I'm saying? Coyotes in Cali do not move. They be in parking lots. Coyotes? I don't even know if I ever seen it. While y'all saying coyote, I'm thinking of wolf. No, I'm thinking of a fox. I'm thinking of foxes right now, like coyote. But I'm thinking of a fox. I know I'm imagining a fox. And foxes are weird looking, bro. In real life, foxes look desperate. I don't like foxes. I thought foxes would be cool. I saw the fox in the harem when I was a kid. I'm like, okay, fox might be cute to have. But seeing a fox in real life, their eyes look beady and them shits look sketchy. Foxes kind of look like junkies. Foxes look like they do like meth. Foxes look like the meth addicts of nature. They look like they're on meth, or they look like they're on angel dust or some shit. Like a fox got them weird beady ass eyes, and the fox look crazy. I'm gonna look up a picture of a fox right now, just to make sure I'm not tripping. Fox photo. If I look up a fox and this shit look crazy, then I know what I'm talking about. Okay, see, all the pictures on Google make this shit look domestic and majestic. Nah, I know I've seen a fox look crazy before, bro. Let me see. Yeah. Gotta call you back. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hold up, what's that? Like, see, this might be cute to some people, but to me, I can see the meth addict in him already. You feel me? I can see the crack. I can see the crack in him already. You feel me? But I know I've seen like this one. Yeah, see? You just waiting to do some meth. Hold on. Is this a fox? What the hell is this? This is like a chupacabra. This is like a chupacabra for real. See, Google playing games because all the foxes that they're choosing, they all look. See, this one look a little cracked out. But they making them all look pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I've seen some ones look really cracked out. Like, look at him. He looked cracked out. He looked cracked out. He like a mugshot. It looked like he was caught shoplifting, right? You like a shoplifter. Yup. Yup. You like a little junkie. Like a baby junkie. It's weird. These things look like they have human eyes or something. See, look. They look cracked out. They look junked out. They're like they're ready to get a hit. Yeah, you're not fooling me. I knew y'all was cracked out. But the rest of these pictures, they're making them look all majestic and shit. Like look at this animated Yu-Gi-Oh shit. Like, nah. Yeah, take it back to you guys. You guys look cracked out. Look at them. Beady little eyes and shit. Matter of fact, now that I'm here, let me look up Coyote. Coyote. The fuck is this? Is this not more of a fox? Wait a minute. Coyote? Is this a hybrid of a wolf and a fox? This shit like a fox. We were just talking about them weird beady little cracked out eyes. Hold up. This shit look like a combination. This is a coyote. This shit is a combination of a wolf and a fox, bruh. Who did this? If this wasn't in nature, I would think that this was Photoshop or AI. This shit look just like a fox. Somebody did this. Somebody did this. Somebody made these. This is weird. Yeah, this is weird. These are coyotes. This is a fox. This is a fox mixed with a dog. Humans are ridiculous. Somebody did that shit. Yeah, I believe it. Yep. We solved that. We solved the case of the cracked out foxes. They're not gonna fool me. Rearrange his furniture, right? I'm telling you, some people walking with sticks and take a walk, right? Let me see. Let me see. Hold up. I'm gonna head out. Have a good live. Hope everyone have a great day. Peace, beauty. I'm gonna see you later. Bro, my back hurts so goddamn bad from laughing. I'm telling you, foxes aren't cute. I don't think they're cute. That's how coyotes look. Yeah, what's up with this? They're the same. These animals look strung out. Hello, long time no see. Neath Heredia. What up, Neath? That is cute, though. Nah, they just making them look pretty on Google, Nat. That's what Natalie, they're making them look cute for Google's sake. I'm working, so it's hard. Damn. LMFAO. I'm telling you, bro. Chupacabra. That shit look like a little chupacabra, bro. You know it. I'm screaming. Shoplifter fox. Right? That shit look like it was ready to steal. It looked like it was ready to take without permission. Shake my head. I'm telling you. You're not fooling me. I'm telling you. Foxes are cute. Coyotes aren't. Damn. That's harsh, Natalie. That's harsh. I'm telling you, bro. Similar, just different fur color. They're huge in person. Pause. I've always wanted a husky. Man, look, my next door neighbor here in Miami had a husky, like a bunch of huskies. I feel bad for those dogs, bro. If you got huskies, keep them like in the snow areas, because those huskies in Miami look terrible. I'm like, yo, them dogs is really meant for the snow. They look delirious in Miami. Don't torture them like that. Keep them somewhere cold. I'm telling you. E.T. Right. Nah, man. Josie. Hi. What's up, Josie? I'm telling you. Look, once I found out that human beings have been splicing things forever, this coyote is absolutely a wolf or some kind of dog mixed with a fox. That's all a damn coyote is. Like, that shit look crazy. Like, once I found out that carrots are not real. A carrot is a mashup of golden seal mixed with the wild yam. Like, a carrot is not a natural thing. Carrots, somebody spliced those things together. Like, people have been splicing shit together forever. Mule. Like, a mule is the combination of a horse and a donkey. And when you take a horse and you mate him with a donkey, you create a mule. So we walk around with these mules all day, but mules are born with no reproductive organs. Like, fake things in nature can't reproduce themselves. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was always the most interesting thing, like, ever. Like, something that's fake in nature can't reproduce itself. And I thought that was interesting. It's like, God ain't taking no shorts. You're not about to take my stuff, mutilate it, and then try to make it do what it's supposed to do. Like, it don't work like that. So every time a horse mates with a donkey, which is weird already, but it makes a mule. The mule is born, but the mule don't got no reproductive organs. The mule can't duplicate anything. It can't make anything else because it's like an unnatural thing. It's weird, but yeah, it's life. Kale is man-made as well. Damn, I love kale and Brussels sprouts. Damn, good day working. Damn. Let me see. I have two multiples now. A boy named 7 and a girl named 4. But my mom has them. What? Hold up. What are these? A multi-poo? What's a multi-poo? I saw a donkey zebra recently. Humans have been fucking with nature from the beginning of time, bro. Yeah, they're not gonna fool us. Immediately when I see this coyote, I'm like, bro, we just looked up a fox, and you look exactly like a fox, except dog-like. Like, get out of here. Get out of here with that extra shit. Yup. Multi-poo. I never heard of a multi-poo before. But yeah, I gotta jump off the live. Gotta get some other work done. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for being in this live. Thank y'all for tapping in. Shout out to the real ones who are always up in here. E.T., Devin, Nat, Beauty, Ajane. Thanks for tapping up in here. Neith Heredia, Josie, Shug. Appreciate y'all. I don't know what a multi-poo is. Oh, wait. It's a Maltese and a Poodle mix. Oh, right. Maltese and a Poodle. Okay. Natalie, have a great one. Appreciate you, Natalie. All right, I'm going to see you guys later. E.T., I got to run through that email you sent me, but I really liked it and I appreciated it. Have a blessed day, y'all. I'm going to see y'all later. Bye. Yo, peace. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow at 10. I'm going to do my best to be early and on time. I'm still working on being as consistent as I could be with all the lives. And I'm still working on like building out the members area, building out the subscription. So, yeah, it's going to be a great life and it's going to be a great time. But I'm going to see y'all later, man. Peace. Y'all have an amazing day. And I'm going to see y'all. Peace. Much love. See you. See you, Devin. I'll see you later. Peace, E.T. Gotta go back to work. Peace. I'm going to see y'all later. Have a good one. Peace.